That's all I can hear.
Yeah, I know.
Dying already. Here. So I don't have to hold it. Here. So I don't have to hold it.
Do you have those days when you
it's
flip
gotta
to the
be-
dial and you just don't know what to listen to? That's right.
So he can suck.
Here at the Podcast Network, we say, fuck the radio. Listen to a fucking podcast already.
This is the podcast my dad recorded.
More cowbell.
And we are putting our dicks into this week's Circle Jerk of a Conversation. I'm Irv.
I'm Ice.
I'm 6.
And I'm Chief.
All right. We're back at it for the second week in a row. That's like what? It's never happened.
More than normal.
It's been a busy summer.
It has been a busy summer. I mean, you're working on a new garage part, right?
Well, haven't done anything for a while.
I've been working on my part.
Yeah, I have been too. No, I've been doing a lot of drawing, and I've been sick a lot.
Doing a little speckling.
You know what? I've been dealing with a lot of stupid
Spackling?
shit, man.
Spackling.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed the new stove sitting up above there. I brought it in today. It's not completely hooked up yet. I got to make a frame for it and get it mounted and get the gas lines connected, but it's in place. I got it finally to the level I want it, and everything's level and ready to rock and roll. But
Remember pulling the other one out?
yeah,
I fucking got some nice little scars from
yeah,
that
me
fucker.
too. I got a little cut on my wrist here.
It's like that really thin sheet metal that fucking
Yeah.
hangs out the side.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt.
That
Filet
wouldn't be
of
aluminum, would it be?
Minchon.
No,
Probably
or tin.
Tin, aluminum. It's probably one of these.
It's got to keep the heat in.
Probably
whatever it is.
tin.
Anyhow.
Minchon.
So, how was everyone's week?
I don't know. It's a
Kim.
blur, buddy.
Kim don't want to talk
It was
about it.
good.
Chief don't want to talk about
It was
it.
good because I had today off.
Yes.
But I ended up working.
I didn't
putting
have
a-
off today. Jesus Christ.
Oh. It didn't feel like I had today off. I was putting together the wife's new deck chair,
Are we recording?
yard
Yeah.
work.
Is it?
Yeah, everything's recording. Everything's live. We're good.
So
I was just
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that Papasan chair that you got for your wife to read on her deck.
I bought it Monday.
Papasan chair.
I bought
The
it Monday.
fuck?
It's called what is it called? An orbital lounger or some
Yeah,
shit?
it's
It's
a
a
round
big
chair.
round fucking
We used to
thing
have one out by
with both ends that go up and down.
We used to have
Yes.
one. Kurt and Trish gave it to us, and it rusted to shit. It was all made of that, piping, tubing, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like yours isn't.
I think it's
It's
same deal.
tubular
Is it?
steel.
Yeah,
No,
fucking
it's
shit.
probably aluminum.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, no, like for me, I just rolled it and put it up against the house underneath the eave. I mean, you'll probably put it in your shed and keep it fresh and clean
yeah,
for the
I'm
next
not going to leave
20
leave it out in
years.
the winter.
Yeah,
So
I didn't have the
Hey,
room
it's
to
under
put it
the
anywhere.
roof.
Well, hell, for 6.
it's still going to get
I could have
snowed
made one
on.
out of PVC for 6. It would have held them.
Yeah. Well, shit, it held Danny too. I mean, that's
And
a
you are
Any-
insinuating
anything
what?
can hold my ass.
Yeah, that's Chief saying.
Are you insinuating
I'm
what?
not insinuating that. No, we used to have one of those too, but yeah, you said you bought it on Monday. And it took you till today to put it
No,
up.
well, I bought it Monday and
Took
I,
'em all
I
week
put
to
it on
put
the
it
deck
together.
because I didn't really want to fuck with it on.
Did you get it
the
from
work week.
IKEA or something?
No,
IKEA.
no, we went to Wally World and picked it up.
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive. It was like $125. It was like half price.
No,
His,
not
his
expensive
wife
at
said it
all.
was only a screw a day.
But it was kind of bothering her because it was sitting out there for a whole week and she wanted it put together.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Well, why didn't she get out there and do it herself?
it would-
There's only one screw a day.
But my big gripe about it is after it's all put together, and then you got that cushion that goes on top of the Velcro.
The Velcro
This
didn't
fucking
match up.
Velcro and doesn't even match up with
Doesn't
the fucking
match up.
piping.
That's Oriental design
You got
for you.
a pipe here, and Velcro right in the middle.
All right,
It's
you
like,
know,
what the
I'm usually
fuck?
not a discriminative person, but anything that comes from China sucks. I'm telling you right now. Honestly, I mean, if it says "Made in China" on it, I usually
You
try.
gave him the fucking head.
I
You
did.
look at
I
that, you-
did. I let it right into it, didn't I?
Bong bong ding dong ching dong.
I hate it. You know, every time I try to put something together, my wife jinxes me because she knows there's always one fucking screw that gets stripped, and after like 2 or 3 times of putting shit together, now she'll be like, "Oh, don't strip a screw."
What's that?
And I'm
Bow
like,
chicka wow.
"Bow chicka."
Brown chicken. Brown
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Is that like a Ben and
YouTube
Jerry's
thing.
ice cream flavor?
That's not Cherry Garcia.
Well, Dave Matthews has got one too.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called though. Anyway.
Well, you should know.
Yeah, I know I should.
You're
but
a
I don't.
fucking big fan of that guy.
I fucking love his music.
I thought they put his name on Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
Speaking
Goonies
of
reference.
Goonies 2 is in the talks. I guess a lot of people are saying it is, and then there's all over the internet, and then they're saying it isn't.
Well,
I don't know
last
if it is.
podcast we did, we got a confirmation that it's not being done.
Yeah, that's right. I know. I forgot we talked about that.
Yeah.
See what happens in a
Things
week.
Who knows?
regurgitates.
Who knows?
We regurgitate a lot on the show. So
Well, one of the sad things that we
Everybody
found
should be
out
used to that by now.
today, I guess, right on the internet, everything hits the internet first. It's, you don't get the newspaper anymore and find out a day later. You find out moments later. But Roddy Piper passed away.
yeah,
today.
I know that sucks. Really bad. He was probably one of my favorite wrestlers when I did watch it.
I think so too. I mean, I remember being a Hulk fan, or not Hulk. I'm
The
sorry.
Hulkster.
The Hulk Hogan.
Hulk
yeah.
Hogan.
Well,
Yeah.
not the Hulk, but the Hulk Hogan's a fan of Hulk Hogan back when I was a kid. Obviously everybody did. He was the biggest.
Did he
fucking-
do one of these?
Oh, all the time, all the time. That and I tried
loved his
ripping my
truck.
shirts off like he did.
Oh, back in the 70s and 80s, it was a Crusher.
Yeah, but it
Or
was such
Baron
a,
von Rusky, the Claw.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
Whoa!
He's dead now too. Jake the Snake,
You have the green.
He was
thumb.
skinned.
What else was Andre the Giant?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's been
doing
gone
that
for a
long.
long time. But I mean, I remember when wrestling was such a big thing. Now that you got UFC, that kind of taken it all away. I mean, it really isn't
I can't
as
really
big
fucking
anymore.
name any of the wrestlers that are there now.
I
You got
can't.
toys right now. You go down the toy aisle, and it's like, it's a WWE wrestling figure. It's like, who the fuck is that guy?
They had to get rid of WWF because of the what is it? The
The
animal rights.
World Wildlife
Yeah, the
Foundation.
letters were taken
Yeah.
or used by somebody else.
So the World Wildlife Federation or Foundation had it before the WWF?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a wildlife wrestling show.
Wrestling?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was.
It goes right down the line with that
Wild.
dentist shooting lions.
You fucking
came-
jumped on him, a seal.
Yeah, it came on right after Mutual of Omaha.
Yeah. You ever get come on by a seal?
Yeah, but who remembers Mutual of Omaha? We used to watch that all the time as kids.
Mutual of what?
Omaha.
I've
Remember?
never heard of it.
The Indian
Wild
head,
Kingdom.
the
Wild
side
Kingdom. It
profile
was
with
called
an
Wild
Indian head.
Kingdom.
Yeah, yeah.
Sponsored
By
by
Mutual of Omaha.
Yeah.
Lauren Green.
Lauren Green.
The guy from Battlestar
No,
Galactica.
no.
Yes,
It
Lauren
was
Green.
not Lauren Green.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was a white-haired guy.
It was Lauren Green
Lauren
from
Green.
the Bonanza.
No,
Battlestar
no,
Galactica,
no,
yes.
It was Perkins
What?
guy.
Yes, he was
It
on
was
Battlestar
Perkins.
Galactica.
His
Oh
name
my
is Perkins.
Put up Lauren Green on the fucking computer.
No. Go to. No,
do you
No,
wanna-
no,
you
put
wanna
up Perkins on the
No,
computer.
no,
Make me
no.
hungry.
He was
Put
a
up-
narrator. Lauren
no,
Green
put
was.
up Wild Kingdom.
Oh, you're thinking Carl Perkins?
No, there's the guy that his
Anthony
name was
Perkins?
No. You weren't even freaking born when it was on.
how about
for
Perkins
God's
the
sake.
restaurant?
I've seen this fucking show, but didn't Lauren...
That guy right there. That's the guy I'm talking about. The
Okay,
white-haired
Wild
guy.
Colonel
Kingdom
Sanders.
dates back to
No,
NBC.
that's not Colonel Sanders.
Oh,
Shut up.
yeah,
And
he's
I'll-
right.
He was the one.
Marlon Perkins.
Marlon
narrated.
Perkins. That's
Yeah.
the guy's
Okay,
name.
okay, well,
Dates
you
back to
proved us
its-
wrong, but what was Lauren Green? Was he a narrator on one of these
I don't
wildlife
know.
shows as well?
I have no idea.
He was the grandpa in
Okay, so now you
Bonanza.
want me to look up Lauren Green?
Wasn't he in Bonanza?
But I thought he did, like,
Yep.
narration.
Yeah.
But he was on Battlestar.
Ponderosa.
Ponderosa. That was.
Well,
Well,
the
it was
only-
called Bonanza,
No,
but
now
it was
it's
on the
Lauren.
he was
Lauren
on the
Green.
Ponderosa.
Lauren Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is.
He was on Bonanza, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's Bonanza.
But he was also on Battlestar Galactica.
Yes,
as a
he
captain.
was.
Yeah.
He was colonel or whatever. I can't think of his name.
Amadeus?
Rock me Amadeus.
No.
Amadeus.
Oh.
Rock me hot potatoes.
But I don't think he was in part of Wild Kingdom. Though.
Wild Kingdom has been on
Okay.
NBC debuted on NBC in 1963, and since
Ooh,
2002, it has made itself a home on Animal Planet.
Right.
So this shit's been around for a long time. Whoa.
Yeah,
I swear to
that's
God.
how-
Is there,
that's
does
how,
it say who
Ice and I do it.
narrated it?
Did he take over after this guy
Yeah,
left?
Marlon Perkins.
Yeah, Marlon Perkins is the one that
Okay.
narrated. I didn't think it was. Yeah.
Why did Lauren Green come in my head though? Come on, my head.
Because he has white hair.
Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about Lauren Green or whatever his fucking name is, but it did say the final episode was 1988, but they must be redoing all the
They probably went into
reruns,
franchise reruns. Yeah.
for
There's no Confederate flag in that episode.
But that was actually pretty cool, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a neat show, and
Very
that's
educational
Very
for us.
educational, yeah. I mean, we didn't watch, a lot of this crap that's on today.
How the fuck did we go to the death of Roddy Piper to Wild Kingdom?
Yeah, I know shit.
It was so quick, man.
What the hell are we talking about though? What even
WWE
transit? No, but
to
okay, yeah,
WWF.
that's what the
lost his
segue
stay.
was.
Yeah,
But we should kind of go back to the fucking ring here.
yeah, exactly. Ding, 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 ding. Where's your ding bell? Ding bat.
What?
Don't you have a ding bell?
Well, the cuckoo clock is when somebody got their fucking bell rung,
Rung, there you
and they're
go.
laying on the mat.
No, I remember watching WWF a lot when I was a kid, but I'm not really I don't pay attention to it anymore. I think what's his name is an actor now.
Rock.
Well, yeah, I mean he was kind of like mid between before I gave up, but I'm talking John Cena, I think it is.
Oh yeah,
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 he's,
he's
the
one of
one
the
that
bigger
lost his
names.
mind, wasn't he?
No,
Who's the one that shot his wife and kids?
I don't know, but I think we'll probably get into that with the top 10.
Shot his wife and kids.
Yeah, he went fucking bazooka.
I know who you're
Bazooka?
talking about.
He went bazooka?
Bazooka.
He went bazooka.
He went bazooka bubblegum.
Exactly, that's exactly what he did to his young
See, no, that's going in.
6-year-old
you're like,
kid. And,
You're like a fucking seamstress.
don't overdo it.
He
no.
had 2 kids, though.
No, he had a wife and a kid, didn't he?
Yeah, but he already shot twice. He just needs one more in himself.
All right, we're laughing at the murder of
no
a young
shit.
child here. But no, Roddy Piper, he was probably one of the most exciting wrestlers that you saw. He wore the
wore the
kilts
kilt.
and stuff like that, and then the white shirt.
He
I
was
thought
he was in a movie, a really strange movie where
They
those
live.
aliens.
They live.
Oh,
John
they
Carpenter's.
live. They live. Or they're alive, or they live, or
Yeah.
something.
The
yeah.
famous John Carpenter.
I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. That's his line in there.
Yeah, he wore those sunglasses.
Yep.
Every time I think of that movie, I think of the song. They wore sunglasses at night.
Oh, Corey.
Every time
Corey
I hear
Hart.
that song, I think of that movie, and every time I see the movie,
You played that before when you were doing the DJ shit.
That was Corey Hart, yeah.
you should do a layup pood for that song.
I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it.
Yeah. Karaoke day, huh?
Should be ventriloquist. Just
wanna
don't
grab-
put your hand on my
You
ass.
I was just say, you want to grab Chucky?
I won't. It'll just be a finger in your ass. That'll be enough to make you talk.
Well, what do they say about Roddy
It's easy.
Piper anyway? Roddy, George Toombs, George Toombs. Oh. Tombs. Stone? Yeah.
TOOMBS,
Isn't that going to be weird seeing the word tombs on a tombstone?
especially on a pizza.
There's the song.
That'd be 2 tunes.
He was born April 17th,
Tutum?
1954, and died July 30th, 2015, better known by his ring name, Roddy Piper.
Oh.
He was Canadian, too. I didn't know that. You might get nailed for YouTube on that if you play that, just so you know.
He's only playing a snippet of it. He's
It
not
doesn't
playing the whole
matter.
thing.
It doesn't matter. Anything over like 10
It's with
seconds.
Corey Hart.
I know, but it's copyrighted shit.
Everything's on here is copyrighted.
He's also known for what? Playing the what? The bagpipe. You got any bagpipe sounds?
Oh yeah, I think he did.
All right. Yep. His signature kilt and bagpipe entrance music. He earned the nickname Rowdy by displaying his trademark Scottish rage, spontaneity, and quick wit. Despite being a crowd favorite of his rock star-like persona, he often played a villain. Aside from his rig name, he was also known by the nickname Hot Rod.
Hot Rod, Roddy Papa.
Yes. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. That's a fucking mouthful.
So he was Canadian, but portrayed himself as a Scotsman.
Sasquatch, yeah.
Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
Hit the Hall of Fame in 2005.
Sascots.
And named number 1 of the top 50 villains in wrestling history by WWE.
It was Baron, or what was it? The Iron Sheik was his partner.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. I mean, he's hit a lot of I'm sure he had a lot of partners throughout wrestling. I mean, they always all grouped up together, and to keep it fresh, you couldn't be doing the same thing all the time, unlike the Hart brothers. The fuck is that?
Brett and Corey
Just
Hart.
wait. You'll hear it. Just keep going. Keep doing.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. He was born April 17th.
You're talking
like I
about
said.
Roddy Piper, so just keep going.
He was a boxer and amateur wrestler before he started becoming a professional wrestler. He won Golden Gloves. Oh.
So he was a tough guy.
And he was awarded a black belt in judo from Jean LaBelle, American judo champion instructor.
What the hell?
Turn that down just a tad.
Oh, that's a little bit of Braveheart.
Yeah, he was a Scotsman.
Good movie.
This is not Braveheart, though. This is just regular bagpipes, that's all.
Oh, wait, no, that's from The Last of the Mohicans, which is another good movie.
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah,
movie.
it's from The Last of the Mohicans, yeah.
Scottish
The
music.
Royal Scots Dragoon Guards bagpipes.
Anyway, so Roddy Piper has passed away. Can you think of any other people that have passed away in the wrestling
Wrestling
career?
world?
Yeah.
Andre the
Oh, yeah,
Giant died.
take away the top 10, right?
Recently. No, I'm going to
Oh,
bring it into the
that-
top
yeah.
10, you fucker.
See if we can get a couple. Yeah,
Let's
get
see
a
if we
couple
can name
right.
a couple. Yeah, just recently.
Andre the
maybe I've
Giant.
not have ever thought of, but yeah. Well, I mean, I'm talking recent. Like,
Recent.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Hart brother? One of the Hart brothers died.
Yeah, he died of a heart attack too, didn't he?
No, he fell from a fucking the skylights or whatever. The
A helicopter?
No, he was inside the arena. He was up in the scaffolding,
that's
whatever,
right,
and I
that's
think the
right.
rigging broke.
Ooh,
he was
jeez.
supposed to be lowered down on, and
Yeah.
he snapped and he hit the ground.
I think our fellow podgodsnetwork.com.
Something like that.
There's a podcast that talks all about wrestling.
Really?
I'm sure we're pissing them all off right now
Why?
because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Well, that's why we got to be fucking schooled here, right?
That's right. Here we go. Top 10. You gonna be able to read those big words over there? You gotta turn it just a bit so I can scroll.
I have to see. Then just give me the mouse.
Goes on and on.
Give me the mouse and I'll do it myself.
Yeah. And if you guys already don't know that, they do go on and on and
Yes,
on
they
some
do.
days.
Yes, they do.
Okay, top 10 wrestlers you never knew were dead.
I probably don't know any of them.
Okay, number 10. Test.
Oh, who the fuck is that?
Andrew Test Martin Dubade.
Is he related to Johnny Test?
He
Debut.
debuted for the
Dubade.
WWF in 1998
French?
as the bodyguard for Motley Crue.
Oh, really?
He quickly rose to...
You need me to make the words bigger?
You want me to read it for you?
No!
No, he's got to get his bifold, his trifold.
I gotta get everything situated here.
Testing.
He's so
testing,
scared of fucking up a word he doesn't.
I know.
Testing.
But he
Testing.
quickly rose by joining the Vincent McMahon's Corporation stable, and later was involved in an on-screen relationship with Stephanie. Miss Stephanie.
Who's Miss
McMahon.
Stephanie? Oh, his wife,
That
his
was
daughter.
Vince's daughter. The relationship was
Ring
quickly
whore.
dissolved as a part of the McMahon-Helmsley storyline. So,
Sherman.
Sherman Hensley.
I ain't going to go through all the
Number
rest of the
2.
crap.
go to the
No,
next
you're
one.
not. You're going to the next one.
Next. Number 9. Crash Holly.
Crash Holly.
Holly. Who the hell
Never
is
even
that?
heard of that guy.
The
either.
man was born Michael Lockwood, completed briefly in a like of APW and ECW before debuting in the WWF in 1999. You sons of a monkey!
Sam Adams.
There you go. I muted it. What'd you do now?
I don't know. I hit some button here.
I closed
And now I
the
have to
window.
close that one. And
I muted it so you won't
Okay.
hear it.
okay,
Because we're amateurs around here.
No.
the relationship was a strained one. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Where were we? He
I don't
debuted
know.
in 1999
And somebody
as
we didn't know.
Hardcore Holly. He was as Hardcore Holly's
I heard
cousin,
that name
Crash.
before. Oh, okay. I heard the
The
Hardcore
relationship was a strained one, and Crash got his fair share of beatings at the hand of his relatives. Despite this, the Holly cousins would enjoy reasonable success as a tag team, even beating the Rock and Sock Connection for the tag team championship.
Rock'em
Cock
Sock'em Robots.
sock.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Rock'em Cock'em.
Hit my back. Ow.
Son of a bitch. Next. Who else don't we know?
Hit my chin, right?
I don't know. It's not even going there.
No. I mean, we know Andre the Giant is dead, and then the Ultimate Warrior. You know, the famous.
Oh, he's
guys.
got it. He's got it.
Number 8, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh,
I didn't know he
I
died.
didn't know he passed
No,
away.
I know him. Not personally.
He was
but
a big guy, right? Real heavy guy, bald.
Scott
Yeah.
Bam Bam Bigelow was one of the most prolific wrestler of the late 80s and early 90s, well as stunt in Japan and Jim Crockett's promotion. He was one of the most agile big man at the time with the size, power, and distinctive head
I know an
tattoo.
agile big man too.
Oh,
right?
he, has
He
a-
was
did he have
known-
a flame head tattoo?
Something like that.
Yeah.
He was known as the Beast from the East.
Does it say what they died of in there?
No.
Doesn't say.
It says... Boy, you got pop-up...
Cardiovascular disease, I think.
Bam Bam left the wrestling limelight when WCW was brought out in 2002 and officially retired in 2006. He would open his own restaurant in Pennsylvania, but moved to Florida when it closed down. He was found dead in his home by his girlfriend on January 19th, 2007. An autopsy revealed the death was caused by cardiovascular disease aggravated by toxic amount of cocaine and
That fucking nose
anti-anxiety
candy.
medication.
Typical.
Cocaine and anxiety medication. Not a good mix.
Let's see. Let's do an upper and then take a downer.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? It works, don't it?
Oh yeah, it works for death.
Yeah. If you want your heart
That's
to
Keith
pop.
Ledger and everyone
Humunga.
else.
Number 7, Umunga.
Umunga.
This
Umunga.
guy.
Mega.
Yeah, the Samoan.
Yeah, big Samoan.
We know
Eddie
one of them.
Smith
Omega.
Fatu was born in 1973 into the Anoy wrestling family. You son of a monkey bitch.
Another pop up.
Fucking
Fucking internet is
Tiny,
fucking
tiny.
horrid with them, man.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, every time you turn around, there's a freaking pop-up in
I'm
a
gonna
way.
have to look into.
Then
how
they
to
wonder
block
why our whole society's going, oh, squirrel. Oh, squirrel. Because they teach us this on the internet. You can't read
Don't
one thing and
concentrate
stick
on
with it.
one thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Be
pop up.
distracted.
Oh, distraction.
that. No, what it is they want you to pay for it, so you don't have to fucking view it.
Yeah, right.
It's bullshit.
He
They're treating the
debuted as
internet like
WWE in 2002 as Jamel, competing with or as a tag team alongside his cousin Matt Anoy Rossi.
I don't know.
Let's see. Jesus
It's the last
Christ.
line on the bottom. You'll see where he died.
Umunga was released from WWE in 2009 for violation of the wellness policy and refusing to go to rehab. He died of 2 consecutive heart attacks in December in the same year.
2 heart attacks.
Two heart attacks.
yeah.
So the first one didn't kill him. It was
It's
the second
believed
one
that
that
his
came.
death was caused by an acute toxicity due to the combination effects of several drugs in his system,
No.
including diazepam.
No, diazepam.
Diazepam.
Diazepam, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Diazepam.
Another.
Yeah, we got the corpsman from the Navy here. He knows those terms.
Yeah.
What does diazepam do? Is this like a pain med?
No.
Make sure you get the mouse back over by you before you start clicking. There you go.
Antidepressant?
It's always they're always on depressant meds because they're always taking frickin'
Well,
drugs.
they need pain medication for all the ass whoopings they get, right?
So,
Or no, they're depressed because they didn't get the
Diazepam.
belt.
They didn't
Waiting
get the
for
belt.
Maybe if you didn't upset your dad,
Maybe
you
they
wouldn't
should.
have got the belt.
Maybe
Number
they should-
6
Maybe they should have lived with
was
Rod a little
Rick
more.
Rude.
Oh,
Rick
fuck.
Rude.
Rick Rude, yes, I remember him.
remember
Ravishing
him?
Rick Rude.
Yep.
Another goddamn pop-up.
You know, these
Can't read
fucking
it now.
pop-ups are fucking rude. Ravishing. Fuck you.
Fucking can't read it. It comes right
Ravishing
in front of the
pop-up.
way.
Well, get your mouse over there quicker.
It doesn't help. What a fucking...
We got drunk Asian
Jeez.
chicks on the pop-up.
Oh, Jesus, now what?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
sad thing
I'm
about
not Jesus.
living the internet life right now. It's almost
Hey.
next to near impossible to use the internet just to do a podcast now.
Very-
Yeah, it makes you want to go back to the newspaper.
Yeah, right.
Maybe
he
that's who
started
did
it
this.
in 1980. But what happened to him? Rick Rude was dead of a heart failure brought on by overdose of mixed medication.
No way.
He
Do
was
we
only
see-
40 years old.
Do we see a common ground here?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
we see any type of
Well,
trend?
we didn't go through the first 1 and 2 of what they died of. I bet you
Probably medication.
medication.
Yeah.
Or
Drugs.
drugs.
I know there's a couple that
Heroin.
Let's see. I don't know.
That
None
didn't
of,
die of
Okay.
you'll
medication.
notice none of them ever died of smoking too much weed.
Hey, number
Steroid.
5.
Okay.
Doink the Clown.
Ooh, you know,
Oh,
It doesn't
you
even
know.
show him.
was he a poppycock?
Jesus Christ. Just because you said that now, pop-up came up.
Poppycock. That's what we'll call pop-ups from now on. Poppycocks.
No, that's not
Quit
right.
clowning around.
You know that song? You know that song, Rocky Top USA?
Oh,
Poppycock
Poppycock
USA.
Doink the Clown was a character created by the professional wrestler Matt Osborne and his somewhat unfairly remembering as the bottom of the gimmick barrel. The clown character required a suspension of disbelief at best. And at worst, let's see, kind of things where wrestling fans spend the adult lives having to defend. But Doink
Doink.
had a moment coming closer to Stephen King It than Ronald McDonald.
Jesus. Was he a pedophilia?
And it says here, of course, he died in June 2013 in Plano,
Oh.
Texas, of drug overdose.
Oh.
So you can see the
The common ground here.
Doink,
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 doink.
Doink, doink,
So-
doink, 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 doink.
number 4, Lance Cade. I've never seen him before.
Never saw him before.
All right,
either.
get your mouse ready.
Cade.
Pop up. You went to a new one.
Yep.
Lance,
Stay on him for
Lance
8
McKnight
seconds.
was an alumni of the Texas Wrestling Academy. You
Shawn
mother
McMichaels or
fricker.
McDaniels or something like that?
Doink.
Ran by the Shawn Michaels trained at the same time as Paul London. Hernandez
fucking
and
huge.
Daniel.
Poppycock.
Brian.
He
Died of a drug overdose.
the cause of death was ruled as accidental.
All right,
Mixed
Ice.
drug complications of cardiomyopathy or whatever. He was only 29
I
years
know
old.
why he's having a problem reading. I'm looking at that middle picture too.
Little beaver. Beaver dam.
That little beaver dam there. Got in the way.
Okay, so again, he died.
give her a
Miss
log.
Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth.
Oh,
What'd she die of? One of the guys on top of her died of a drug
cock
overdose?
overdose.
Technically, she wasn't a wrestler.
remember
Technically,
her.
she wasn't a wrestler.
She was a
ring whore.
Macho Man Randy Savage's wife or fling. in
no.
the ring.
Carry the numbers. didn't
Well,
she?
No,
okay.
no, she was a
But,
side.
well, allow it though. Elizabeth Ann Hewlett
didn't know
was
she died.
born in Kentucky in 1960 and
Oh, good
is
girl.
fondly remembered as the wrestler's fan,
Yeah.
as the valet
Macho
for
Man.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
In a case of
have no
art
neck.
intimidation life, it was,
She was-
Randy's who's brought her into the limelight.
Yeah. She was
And
kind of like the first.
They did
female
get married.
present,
The
yeah.
year after their marriage, she was brought into the WWF as his manager.
Yeah, she was kind of like the first of like females being present around the
All right,
ring,
Ice.
Which
that's
then led
distracting.
to-
Take her down.
which I think led to women in the WWE
So I wonder,
wrestling. more
was she
too.
like a ring girl that turned into
No,
a
she became his
poppycock?
manager.
poppycock?
Yeah, you know how like the Undertaker has his manager that carries the urn or whatever.
The pallbearer.
Yeah.
So what'd she die of?
She was kind of his sidekick.
Well, they were married in the mid. They were married in the mid
I remember
80s.
she was fucking smoking, man.
Sadly, real life doesn't always match the storyline. In 1992, Savage and Hewlett divorced, and they would later work together again at WCW. But Elizabeth would become an item both on screen and off screen with Lex Luthor.
Lex
Lex Luger. I'm sorry. The relationship was not a happy one, and as in April 2003, police were called to a domestic dispute at the home they shared, and they found her with 2 black eyes and a cut lip after Luger had struck her. Less than a month later, she died from a mix of vodka and painkillers at the same house.
Drug and alcohol this time.
Yike.
Well, ladies usually do the alcohol with the drugs.
Number 2, Kenyon.
Canyon.
Canyon.
Is he a big dude?
I don't know.
Or is it a chick with
Well,
a big fucking
Yeah,
box?
you want to see what he looks like?
You gotta go spelunking.
Oh, you.
Hey, let's look at Menards. It's a fucking. I'm telling you, this shit's so horrible.
Skip it.
I did.
Yeah.
Skip it good.
Is this a video?
Yeah, video
let me
of
unmute
Canyon.
it.
Where'd it go?
Hold on.
Canyon.
There you go.
Chris Canyon.
Never heard of him. He must be an 80s rock generation.
Canyon began his wrestling career as jobber in WWF and WCW. He first broke through with the crowd of WCW wearing the mask of Mortis, a sort of combined ripoff of The Undertaker and Mortal Kombat Scorpion.
Oh,
Gorgeous, huh?
That's why I did the voice. You heard the voice.
I don't think I've ever seen him before.
Get
though.
over here.
I've never seen him either.
Come here.
Get over here. But he ended up, he was suffering from bipolar disorder and treated suicide regularly. And on April 2nd, he was found dead in the apartment alongside an empty bottle of antidepressants.
Depressants, yeah. He
And a note for his
He
family.
depressed himself to death.
Yeah.
Like, literally depressed. Like,
yeah, depressed himself right down to a bone.
And number 1, Mike Awesome.
Wow, that's
wow.
really.
He must be awesome, because I don't know who he is.
Michael Afonso first rose in the early 90s, competing with the FMW Japan as the Gladiator. Oh, I remember. He was one of the Gladiators. That blonde-headed Gladiator.
American Gladiators?
Yeah, from American Gladiators.
Oh, Poppycock again.
Another poppycock. Poppycock.
And
what the fuck?
I know. That's
There's got to be something
distracting.
out there to pop that, like stop that, pop that. Pop that.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm talking too on the left there. Pop that thing.
but it says here
We'll call him meticulous. He'll pop that.
Yeah.
it was during a match that Joey Styles, still bitter about Awesome's walking out of the ECW, made a crack about how it's a shame that Awesome didn't take his own life after performing a suicide dive out of the ring. Time has proven this to be unfortunate choice of words, as Awesome was found hanged from a ceiling in his home in Tampa, Florida, less
literal
than 2
suicide.
years later.
Oh. He pulled a Robin Williams, huh?
And the obituary for wrestlers who
Too early?
have gone
Too soon?
unnoticed. Thank you for all the entertainment you gave us. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments.
Speaking of
below.
clowns, though.
I'm sorry, but every time I think of suicide, like a hanging now, I think of Robin Williams right away. So
Here.
I don't. I think of the
you're
what's his
done?
name? Kung Fu.
That was it.
I think
was
about
it?
Michael Hutchins, really.
that barely went on and on and on.
It was kind of boring.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Well, there's really only a few on there I heard of.
Yeah, but like you said, it
But
was
they-
top 10 people that you didn't know that were dead.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know who the fuck they were.
Who was your favorite wrestler of all time when it comes to WWE or WWF?
Ultimate Warrior, maybe?
Ultimate Warrior?
Crusher.
Yeah, he's passed away. The Crusher.
He was from the AWA.
Oh.
That was back in the 70s, though. That was before WWF. That was before WCW or whatever the hell it all is now. This was when it was called the American Wrestling Association.
Oh, I thought
the
it was
AWS.
anal wrestling
My
asshole.
favorite was Glow.
They actually
Glorious
performed.
Ladies of
The worst
Wrestling.
part of the neat thing about it was is they performed this. The AWS was actually performed right there in Milwaukee,
American
Wisconsin.
Wrestling
And-
Association.
And the
AWA?
Crusher was born and raised in Milwaukee. Baron von Ruski, the Claw, he was also from that area, and them two were both good friends out of the ring, but in the rings they were mortal enemies.
Yeah, but it's all a show.
But it was
it's
all
entertaining.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
My youngest son loves watching that stuff.
But them are the ones
did
that I
Grandpa.
remember a lot.
Yeah.
And then the jumping Jim Brunzels, the jumping,
What?
the flying Brunzels or whatever the hell they
There
call
was
them.
like midgets.
They were two guys that they did a lot of moving around, and they call them the flying Brunzels or whatever they call
It's
it.
flying.
Look it up. You'll see what I'm talking
do. I wanna
about.
no,
look
I
at
didn't. I thought he said they were midgets.
I thought so.
I don't
too.
know. They're not
Brunzels.
Kinda
midgets.
like a Nacho
Flying.
Libre. You've seen Nacho Libre?
It was. I can't think of the frickin' names.
I'm
Nick,
sorry.
Nick, and I
Flying
can't remember.
Brunzels? How do you spell
I
Brunzel?
have no fucking clue. But it was from wrestling, though. That's all I know. The Flying Brunzels or Brunzels or whatever.
The
The
Bruiser-
Flying Brussels.
No, not the Brussels.
Brunzels.
That's what they are. The Brussels wrestlers.
No, it is not.
Eric Bork?
No.
Flying wrestler? No.
No.
I can't find
It was a. There
AEW.
used to be a
right at
dad-
the bottom, Extreme Midget Wrestling.
There used to be. It was his dad, and then his 2 sons started in it. It was all 3 of them that he did it.
It doesn't. I tried a Z here. 50 most acrobatic wrestlers in WWE. There we go.
Yeah, but they weren't further than WWE.
It doesn't matter. Well, okay, we'll go back.
They're from the AWA.
Well, you can go
No, were they AWA?
whatever. Well, it doesn't exist no more.
Well,
though.
Well, at the time it did. And they're going to have stuff
There's gonna
from
be
the
something in the
past.
history about it, right?
Well, the old
AWA.
man started in the AWA or AWS. I mean, American Wrestling Association or AWA. Yeah, AWA, and Jim Brunzell.
Brunzell, there it is.
That's the old man. But then there
Okay.
was his 2 sons that came in afterwards, and they were called the Flying Brunzells or something like this. They were called.
Flying Brunzells. I'm gonna have to look for that here. Keep talking about it. What?
But that's
what
all I
did they do?
remember. They were wrestlers. I mean, they moved quick in the arena.
Okay.
I mean, they were very quick. Jim Brunzell himself, though, I think he was the old man.
He was slower.
Started the whole thing, but then he had his 2
Age
sons
got
that joined in.
Yeah, it doesn't have it. These guys right here.
Yeah, they're-
Yeah, that's them.
that's them.
Yeah, they
They're
were
quick.
also called the Killer Bees.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the Brunzells.
Yeah, the Killer Bees.
Brunzells.
Did they have stingers on the back of their outfits?
They should have.
They should have.
Nacho Libre.
They should have wore little wings.
Yeah. All right. I remember these guys. I remember seeing those guys.
Yeah,
They're from
and
Striper.
I don't remember their names though. I mean, I don't remember their
They
names.
even got action
Killer
figures.
Bees.
They do got action. The action figures look bigger than they do.
The Killer Bees. Let's see. Both Bees was a tag team composed of Jumpin' Jim Brunzell and B. Brian Blair in the World WWF
of
from
bees.
1985 to 1988.
So jumping Jim Brunzell was the
Yep.
the first one. So
Yep.
they joined together.
Yeah.
Okay.
His debut in 1972, Jim Brunzell did, achieving most of his
Yeah.
fame along with Greg Gang as the High Flyers
Yes,
in
I
the
remember that.
Minneapolis-based
Yeah.
AWA.
Oh, Minneapolis. That's where they. Yeah.
Nacho Grande.
But then it was Crusher. That was they were Minneapolis, but Crusher came from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Have you ever attended a wrestling thing? Like ever go to an arena and watch wrestling? WWE, WWF, AWA? Yeah,
we
when?
went to Stevens Point.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
The Undertaker was there.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
Here in Point? That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
at the.
How long ago
at
was
the-
that?
I can't remember the guy's name. I don't know.
Yeah.
It had to be 10 years ago.
Oh,
Have you ever attended a wrestling?
I've never been to a
I've never been to one.
professional.
I don't remember who I
wrestling
went
match.
with. I mean, it was about 4 or 5 people that we went to the one right here in Point at the what field house there.
At the Quant?
Oh,
Quant
had,
Fieldhouse,
They
yeah.
had one in Lincoln too.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but the one I went to was right here in Point.
because one of them was pretty
But
famous.
it was
and they
Undertaker.
were-
There was
apparently
Undertaker
they went
there.
into a frickin' one of the restaurants downtown that
But I don't remember all that was there.
acted like.
Oh,
an
I know who
asshole.
else was there. Freddie Hart or Hart that
Corey?
No,
Corey's brother?
no. The long-haired manager guy with the
Sunglasses that night?
Sunglasses all the time. It was called Hart. No, it wasn't that.
Sunglasses at night.
I
Corey
can't even
Hart.
say it. No.
It's Corey Hart.
It's not Corey Hart.
No,
he was a manager. He wasn't a wrestler.
Yeah, it was that little thin little fucker.
He was a guy dressed in a
Hitman?
fucking suits
Oh,
all the
no,
time.
That was his.
No.
No, it's not Hitman.
Hey.
No, remember the guy had always the wet
Jimmy
hair?
Hart.
Yeah, Jimmy Hart.
Yeah,
That's
Jimmy
the guy.
Hart.
He
Okay.
was there with his
This
people.
guy. This
Ice.
guy right here.
See, that's the guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's not Corey Hart.
He had the Afro
Corey Hart sang
pompadour.
the song.
Yeah, he had the business in the front and all.
Oh, yeah,
back.
mullet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sunglasses at night. Corey Hart.
No, it's not Corey Hart.
I
It's
know
Jimmy
that's
Hart.
not Corey Hart. That's who sang the
Isn't
song.
it- isn't
Yes, I know it was.
Tie the two together.
I played it.
Work with the medication.
I ain't.
Work with the
Isn't it funny?
medication.
Corey Hart
I'm
made
in
a
a
song
different
about
mood
sunglasses at night, and Jimmy Hart wore sunglasses at night.
Well, not necessarily he wore it at night all the time, but hell, there was a lot of bright lights there in the arena.
And he had a fucking 70s porn stash, too.
He did. But who was he the manager of, though?
Oh, boy. Jimmy Hart, born January 1st, 1944. There it is. There it is. That's your song. Anyway, he's an American professional wrestler, manager, executive, composer, and musician currently signed with the WWE and the Legends deal. He's best known as work as the World Wrestling Federation World Championship Wrestling under the nickname the Mouth of the South.
Yeah, I remember him.
He has managed many professional wrestlers, including Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart,
Bret
Jimmy
Hart was
Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
Yeah, that was
Greg
the Hart,
Hammer.
That's
Valentine,
what I remembered. The Hart Foundation.
Jerry the King Lawler,
Corey Hart.
the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase.
That's what I said.
Ted DiBiase.
King Kong Bundy,
Oh yeah.
Earthquake, Dino Bravo, the Nasty Boys.
That's all I needed to know. I just wanted to know the
the
two Hart
Giant,
guys. That were the ones
and
that he was with.
the Honky Tonk Man.
But that's who he was with in point.
Okay, so we got to come up with a scheme on how to get your own wrestler name. You know how you
shit.
do the porn name, like your first street you lived on and your
Yeah.
first pet's name,
Like-
Kirby Love,
Dinky Cook.
Dinky Cook. Yeah, so that'd be my wrestler name, Kirby Love. I'd come out and suck you dry.
There's got to be another way we could go about that too.
I'll get sponsors, Kirby Vacuum.
Loves diapers.
Diapers.
You know, this ain't
I'd wear a
going-
Love's diaper every time I wrestle. That way, when you jump from the ropes and you smash me, I shit myself. At least all I gotta do is wipe and walk away.
That'd be your finishing move. You rip off your diaper,
Diaper,
fucking
rub
put
it in
right
his
on your face, and attach it.
Oh, what are we gonna call it?
It's the
pamper?
No, it'd be called the
Kirby's Love Shit Face.
You want to be pampered? Here we go.
Yeah, I'll pamper you. The finishing move.
You've just
Pampered.
been pampered.
That's awesome.
Oh, you came up with yours pretty fast. Him and his shit fetishes and everything. So your name would be Kirby Love, and your finishing move is a pamper.
the toxic pamper.
Would you like jump off the turnbuckle and do that?
Everybody's talking good today.
You'd have it in your hand. You rip it off on the corner. Put it in your hand and fly off the top.
the audience.
Jump off the turnbuckle.
Turnbuckle.
And when I'm jumping, I rip the diaper off and land on his face with it. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, I'm crying over here. Oh, I haven't had a laugh like that in a while. The turnbuckle.
Now I can't even top that one.
I'm sure you could.
I have no idea.
You could when he puts a new diaper on.
Okay, we're still going with the names that we had for our
Yes.
porn names.
Porn name into our
Dinky
wrestling.
Cook. Okay, what could we do for that one for me? Don't make a dick joke either.
Dinky Cook.
He can come
well,
out.
I mean, Dinky's kind of small.
He can come out with shrinky dinks all around as a necklace.
Shrinky Dinks.
Ah, yeah. See.
Maybe I get him like where he's standing up and he's fucking woozy like that, and I'm so small I can get underneath his taint and go da 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 da. With fucking
Shrinky dink.
shrinky dinks on my hand.
Shrinky Dink. What would you call the move, though? It's got to be a name. I can see him coming out with like a cook hat and an apron and nothing but.
Well, maybe you
Well,
know,
and
if you're
shorts.
smacking it so
He's a
much, you're
dinky
making
cook.
it dink shrink because you hit that fucking.
Okay, there you
spot
go.
so
The
much.
dink shrink.
The shrinky dink.
Shrinky Dink.
I don't know.
That's a gay term. Hey, who's your
I don't know.
partner?
Hey, trust me in the name
Yeah,
of
it's called a
Fairy
tapping.
Jerry.
tapping
Oh,
the
now we're gonna
tank.
have fucking tag team partners.
Tapping the tank.
Where's your fucking turnbuckle partner?
You'd be my turnbuckle partner.
Oh, so I gotta do fucking.
So you
both?
got the.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
you
got the pamper and the shrinky dink.
Yeah, yeah, there
I
you
don't
go.
want to fucking be underneath anybody after you drop.
I know I'm not
Shit.
calling it the pamper anymore. It's
Oh.
called the
I-
turnbuckle.
I don't want-
Turnbuckle?
Yeah.
I don't want to see him overdose on antidepressants. So let's save him right now.
Well, like I said, none of them died of smoking too much pot, so I guess I'm in the clear, right?
Okay, what would your name be now?
I have no idea.
You have an idea. What was
What was the first street you lived
I
on?
don't know.
No, the first animal you
Or
had.
first pet name?
Not your pet name.
Oh, not my pet name.
Bobo.
I'm not talking about the name you call your penis. The first pet you've ever owned, like the first dog.
Widow
or first
Devil
cat.
and
See, I'm not
Bobo.
sure what was the first dog's name though. I mean, you guys had
First
so many of
animal
them.
you
I
owned.
know.
That you remember, like you remember owning as a kid, or
Doesn't have to
it
be a
was your
dog.
pet.
Your first pet's name.
I wouldn't say family pet. It'd be your pet.
My pet? I'd never had a pet. It was
Nico?
always a family pet.
It was always a family
No.
pet.
Yeah,
And there was Bobo.
there's a good
Oh,
one.
that was mom's, though.
So,
Yeah, I
what's the
know.
first street you lived on that you can remember?
We
moved so many
lived on
times.
so many of them. How
I
would
moved
you know?
24 times growing
is
up
there-
and 17 in the military.
Okay, is there one street that sticks in your mind or resonates in your mind that you know of?
That's a name, not like a street number, like 5th Street.
A street number. That's what I should be. And come out in stripes with a number on the back.
Here's your sleep number.
Yeah, your sleep
Bobo.
number.
Okay, we need a Bobo what? A street name. Come on. Any street you've ever lived on when you were a kid. Come on. What's the street that
The one I graduated on was
Bobo Baker.
Bobo Baker. There you go. See?
Should I come out in a fro? Boopy.
You look like the fucking cook off
No,
of
we got Dinky
Strawberry
Cook and
Shortcake.
Bobo Baker. They're a tag team.
There you go. There you go.
They come out in a chef's outfit.
Oh, so I hit the guy so much he gets cauliflower cock?
There you go.
Hey,
Hey, Baker.
since it's Bobo Baker,
You can
Here's
imagine.
a pot pie,
you gotta
bitch.
remember it only takes 13 hits. That's a baker's dozen.
Baker's dozen. There you go. 13 hits.
There you go.
See? Fucking. Now all we gotta do is put the
What was
shit.
that, Ice?
Yeah.
It didn't work.
That's Dinky Cook taking it in the ass.
Fuck it, it's lost.
Yeah.
I like that.
So we got Kirby Love and the Turd Buckle, Bobo Baker and the what?
No,
the Baker's
I still
Dozen.
Like you. I
Baker's
still like
dozen.
I still like the toxic pamper.
No, I know. And
Yeah.
I like the Turd
The
Buckle.
Pamper's nice.
I like the
that.
Turd Buckle.
No, I like the
What
toxic
is he,
pamper.
Shrinky Dink? What?
Shrinky Dink and the what? What's your move?
The Shrinky Dink.
No, we got the Bobo
Baker's
the Baker
Dozen
Dozen.
and
I got the baker's dozen.
He's got the shrinky dink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're what's your name?
You sure you don't like wrap him in cellophane
Dinky
and
Cook.
blow on him?
Dinky
and-
Cook for the shrinky dink.
Oh, Baker Cook. Look at that
See,
shit.
that's what I said.
Oh, see,
a
I
tag
didn't.
team. Come out in
There.
chef's outfits.
There
yeah.
you go. Oh, oui, oui.
They're brothers.
Yes, there you go.
They're brothers.
You could be a French wiki dink.
We could-
Yeah, jump out of there. Oh, oui, oui.
yeah.
I got that gay fucking pencil thin fucking mustache.
Yes,
I look like the guy off of Strawberry Shortcake.
or Luigi.
Luigi, the Mario Brothers.
Yeah, with the little hat.
Yeah, but those
Making
are
a baker
plumbers.
hat.
Those are plumbers.
But you can make a baker hat.
Oh, so the Luigi look with the baker hat?
Yeah.
What do they call those muffin tops?
Baker. Yeah.
Muffin top. No, that's
All right.
women
So-
that have too much
so
on the
Oh,
tummy.
that's
What's
right.
Ice's name then?
Okay, so what's we went through your
I don't
porn
know,
name.
I'm
What
sure-
was your
I'm-
porn
I
name?
don't remember.
I'm searching.
on.
Well, you don't remember the first animal?
Well,
What's the first pet you ever owned as
He
a kid?
remembered my animal.
Yeah, he always remembers everything about everyone else.
we had Charity.
Charity?
Charity.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And
Case.
we lived on Brickyard Road.
Charity Brickyard.
Charity Brickyard Road.
Why don't we go
Just say
Brickyard
Charity Brickyard.
Okay.
Or
What
Brickyard
about
Charity
Charity Brick?
Brickyard Charity.
No, it's got to be pet first, then road.
Oh.
That's why it's Bobo Baker. Yeah.
Why don't you just live on
Charity
We
Brick
leave
Road.
it that way.
Why don't you
that's
live on
fine.
Case Road? You could be a charity case.
Charity Brickyard, huh? That's not fun.
Okay, that's what I said.
So
Let's stay
what's the next pet that you ever
Brickyard.
owned? The next road that you can think of. Let's just get to a good name.
Well, I
here.
was born on 2nd Avenue,
Oh no, we don't want that.
but I didn't have
You
a
also
pet
lived
name.
on 17th Avenue, didn't you?
Yeah,
In
but that
brick
was
house?
that
doesn't
you know,
flow right.
It doesn't flow. Anything with numbers don't
Charity
flow.
See, if you
Brickyard.
turned it around, Brickyard Charity would be all right. All right.
We had Tiger Brickyard.
No.
Because the
Tiger.
Brickyard.
What about another road that you lived on as
The
a kid?
Brickyard's
Let's-
like the
let's
Indy
find a
500.
good name. Just a good name.
Cook. But
There
then
you
that
go.
goes into theirs.
Charity
Charity
Cook.
Cook.
It's
Charity
it's
Cook.
a
Fucking
it's a
triple
Baker.
fucking bakers.
We've got the triple tag team.
I don't.
Hey,
the Cook brothers.
we only need
Or the
10
Baker.
more.
We're all brothers. We got different accents. I'm from France. And then what are you?
You can't do that.
I don't do nothing.
You could be a Russian one.
German or something.
Vodka. Cook vodka.
Duh.
Yeah.
So what's your name now? Charity
I ain't gonna
Cook?
say it.
Charity Cook.
No.
Come on.
Brickyard.
Come on.
Charity Brickyard.
Charity Brick.
Brick. Oh, you could do like the brick oven.
Yeah, the brick or the brick.
Yeah,
Brickyard 500.
Yeah, the
That's
race.
at
You
Indianapolis.
could do
It's a
fucking
race.
80 laps around the guy, make him fucking dizzy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jump on his
Charity.
face and fart on him.
How about you
And
just
then
drop
give him a
brick
Dutch
on
oven.
Yeah.
Oh.
A Dutch oven.
So you're gonna grab like a fucking little whoopee out of your back and then put it over the top of his head
Yeah,
and fart
just
on there
fart.
and hold it down.
like a pillowcase.
Comes out wearing a blanket cape.
Looks like Chucky off of Rugrats.
All right.
All ripped up. Looks like he got it for charity.
Do you have any other pet names other than Charity?
No,
You have had no other pets other than that?
we had more than that down there, but I don't remember them all.
No? Fuck.
But either way, Brickyard
Charity
isn't gonna
Brickyard.
work.
No, it isn't. Cook. I like Cook. It's just a
Dinky.
different name. Yeah, did you ever name a dog named Dinky? I know Tina had one. My
No,
wife.
that wasn't a dog. It was
Oh
a
yeah,
cat.
right. I had a dog named Dinky. Dinky Cook, right? Yeah, I see where you were going
No,
with that
it
one.
wasn't. It wasn't just a dog. It's a first pet name.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Any pet.
Could
Yeah,
be a fucking
could
like
be
a
a fish.
goldfish.
Yeah.
Could be like your mouse that I took out of your cage and showed it the dog and it bit
What was the name of the hamster or the gerbil that Rod stepped on that one time? What do you want-
Gerbil?
Yeah.
He sat on it.
Did he sit on? I thought he stepped
sat on
it
a
when he-
gerbil.
Yeah.
That was a gopher.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
he
grandson.
walked in the trailer one time and
Yeah.
your hamster got out and he stepped on
He was
it.
right in the doorway and
Yeah.
he stepped on it.
Well, you didn't see it, obviously. It's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
not like he fucking hard stomped it. Like, "Oh, you fucking thing, you know.
Yeah.
What was the name of that? Do you
I
remember?
don't fucking know.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Dinky.
The only
I
other
think his
animal,
name was fucking dead.
the only other animal I remember having, a wild animal that we actually
we
raised
had,
from
we
a
had
baby.
that blue jay, didn't we?
Eric the blue jay.
Eric the blue jay. There you go, Ace. You could be Eric Cook.
Oh yeah, right. Wasn't my pet, so
Okay.
why would I
And
take
you guys
that
remember
name?
how the blue jay
Bobo
died?
wasn't mine either.
Let's get back to Bobo Kitty Fuck over here.
No.
Bobo Widow Double.
Yeah. No, I think those are good names. Ice is out of the group. I think he's not gonna want to do.
He's
it
gotta
by
hold
the-
the sign.
He can't help what street he was born on.
That's right.
Yeah, but we gave Kim a leeway here. You know, is just any name that Baker. You know, so you got to think of a cool name. I'm
Bobo
trying to get to a
Baker.
cool name here.
I mean, I
That was
lived
fun.
on Brickyard.
You're not
as well.
related to Tammy Faye, are you? Fucking this big.
Remember those shirts that had the eyelashes on it? I ran into.
Yeah.
She wore makeup so thick.
Did we, by any chance, come up with anything other than your trivia for the Disc of Destiny at all, or no?
I mean, as an option, when
Yeah,
we spun it.
yeah, when we spun it, what did we pick? We did
Just tile
ISIS
trivia
top
and top 10, yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, we ended up skipping that.
Yeah, well, the Disc of Destiny part, that's all right. The Disc of Destiny picked our topics
Yeah.
today, so that's why we're going through them. Do you want to do your trivia?
Sure.
Real quick,
Do
we'll
I
get
need
that.
another one? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, grab one.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
How you like my hair?
You look like Matt.
I'm getting there. I've been letting it grow out. I'm getting sick of it.
You know, like the Steven Seagal look going on.
Well, it's
Very
there's
white.
nothing I can do with it. The last time that bitch cut my fucking hair, all I have is fucking alfalfa shit off the back of my hair when I take a shower and I let it dry normal, and I'm like, oh fuck. So all
cut
I
it
do
off.
is I wear a hat or a bandana.
Just cut it off.
No, it'll just grow back. Just letting it grow
Well,
out.
that's what happens when you
So-
cut hair. It does grow back.
Yeah, let's grow back. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see this.
Ask
widow's
this guy.
peak.
He should know.
Yeah, he should.
29 years.
29 years.
That's why Bruce cut his
All right,
balls off.
near on napalm.
We
Trivia.
got some
What?
tile trivia here, guys.
Tile trivia today.
We
All
haven't done
right.
this in a while. All right, the first category is going to be communities.
All right, what are we
Okay.
doing here?
You guys
What's the
ready?
object here? Just to figure out the answer?
I'll just read something off. You guys got to guess the best thing you can.
How come you didn't grab me one when you were up?
You want one?
I'll take one, yeah. A shandy.
All right. When a soldier is ordered to about face, in which direction should he turn? Right, left, or north?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I believe Chief. He was in the military.
I guess this one right.
Right.
About face.
It would be turning right.
All right. Oh,
Hey, there you go. That's cool.
fucking did it right. Yeah, there we go.
It was right.
told you it was right. You take your right foot, put it
So,
behind your heel, you
what do
know,
they
turn
say
it around.
about face, about ass when you turn left? What is it?
About ass?
Yeah.
Where did
away.
that?
That's all the Navy, right?
It just
In
says
the
turn away.
Navy.
No. They see they did a study, and Army had more than the Navy.
About face was
Yeah.
more of an army thing.
No.
No, but the term, like if they want you to turn left, what do they tell
Ass
you?
in your face is more the Army thing.
Oh, okay.
All
Yeah, they're in
those
the foxholes all the time. No, seriously, I got a question. Like when they say about face, it says go right. So what do they do to make you turn around and go left?
You do another about face.
Another about face.
Yeah,
Come
it's
right
about
back around.
face.
Oh,
about
okay.
Oh,
face,
to turn
about
left, you mean?
Yeah, do they tell you? Is
You
there a
say
term?
left face.
Oh, left face.
Yeah.
Why is it about face
Right
for
face is right. About face is because you're turning always to the right.
Oh, okay.
You're
So
gonna take a-
no matter what you guys are doing in the military, you're always going in a circle,
Always go right.
huh? Always
Well,
going
the
right.
world is round.
Yeah,
Going-
I guess.
They're going reverse
we are in the
NASCAR.
Navy.
Reverse NASCAR.
There
Yes.
you go. Reverse ass cars.
And
Next. Well, I thought we were still talking about faces.
And
Next
no,
question. Next question.
We're still talking about
I'm just
asses.
wondering, it brings up a question. I mean, so if they say about face for right, there's got to be something for left. But
Yeah.
you just say they just keep telling you to go about face, and then you're
Then you're looking for it again.
So he goes about face 4 times, but you're back to where you started.
no, it's about face. About face. About face. About face. And you're back to where you started from.
You can say about face 4 times, but
Yeah.
you're just going to stand there.
All right, next
All
one.
right, next one is humans.
Yeah.
What are the vessels which conduct the blood away from the heart?
Oh, those are the what? They're not the arteries, are they? No. Ventricule vessels? What are they called?
Ventriloquist?
Yeah, ventriloquist
Ventriloquist.
vessels. Yeah,
The ventricles.
I don't know.
Ventricles?
Yeah, ventricle vessel. Yeah, I don't know.
Chief, do you agree?
Arterials?
He's a
Arterial
corpsman.
artery.
Arterial or ventricles? Arterials?
Just arteries.
Arteries.
Arteries?
Okay.
So did we get it or not? So I
Well,
guess we
I
got
said
it.
artery.
He got it. You said it first, but you second guessed yourself.
Yeah. Arteries.
You said
Arteries?
ventriloquist.
Ventricle arteries. Yeah.
All right. I'll give it to us.
All right. That was a cheap one, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
It was cheap.
Okay, language is the next category. A person who is not in his element is known as a fish.
Out
by
of water.
Oh, that was fucking easy as hell.
That was like shooting fish, you know?
That was
Barrel. Now this one's gonna be a fucking tough one, guys. It's music. Who raps and sings opposite Nelly Furtado on her hit single "Promiscuous"? And you can look it up if
boy.
you need to.
I have no idea.
The name.
Kanye West.
No, absolutely not. He wasn't around then.
This person was born in 1971. If that helps.
I want to say Bobby Brown, but that might not be it either.
He's trying to read.
You can cheat and go on the internet.
No,
Make it
I know
faster.
who she is. Come on, fucktard.
I'll read it
What's
again.
her
too.
name?
Who raps and sings opposite Nelly Furtado on her hit single "Promiscuous"? I wouldn't have got this one anyway.
I have no idea.
I ain't got a clue. Shaggy.
Shaggy? No.
Mr. Boombastic.
He was in the military too, wasn't he?
He was in the Marine Corps.
Marine Corps?
Promiscuous.
Hoorah, Shaggy.
Timbaland.
Timbaland would be correct.
Justin? Justin?
No, not Justin Timberland.
What? A.
Why don't you play a snippet of that so I
I'm
know what
getting
the
there
hell?
after these fucking poppycocks.
Skip eggs.
Poppycocks again.
Am I throwing you off?
Nope.
Didn't think so.
How you doing, young lady? The feeling that you're giving really drives me crazy.
So obviously that's Timbaland.
I play about the choke. I was at a loss of word first time that we spoke.
You're looking for a girl that'll treat you right. You're looking for in the daytime with a light.
That's enough of that shit.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
How come that doesn't even sound familiar?
I've heard it. I remember it.
Not me.
2009, that thing came
Not
out,
me.
I believe.
Not
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for my trivia, guys.
What?
That's
no,
it.
you had 2 cards.
That's it?
That was one card.
We're just doing good.
4 tiles.
Oh, fuck. I gotta play the outro song already?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
it doesn't go on and on and on. It's always been 4 tiles. You guys forget about that?
No.
Even numbers.
I missed the end. Just received another text from Lana Turner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she can put a movie on for her kids if she wants to show up, but I don't know what we're gonna do here. So
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If she's willing to come on, we'll do stuff.
yeah, it'd take a little bit to get her on. I think we'd have to stop everything and start again. I don't want to have to do that right now.
No, it's up to you.
Yeah, we were gonna have Lana Turner on tonight, but it's just not working. It's just time frames change and things happen, and she's got kids, and
Oh, speaking of
Nerd
Lana
doesn't
Turner,
have any hair.
Yeah, speaking of Lana,
I was looking through Netflix, and I every time I say this, came across. Oh, you came across it.
Come across?
I noticed that the movie Teacher of the Year was one of the newest additions on there.
well,
I'm going,
she's in that.
you know what? I think I was looking at Chase. I go, I think Lana Turner's in this one.
did you watch it?
But we looked on the more info, and it didn't have her name. I says, why don't you just kind of play it a little bit and kind
she
of go
was-
fast forward?
Yeah.
And she's actually in there. She's doing her whole thing with Helen Keller thing,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
she's
yeah.
deaf, and what was the other person from like the
I know what you're talking.
the Jewish girl that was like, shut up.
Yeah. What's her name? She was stuck in the fucking room forever.
Yeah,
Nazis.
God damn it. Helen Keller and Anne Frank.
Anne Frank,
Anne
that's it,
Frank.
yeah.
So she did that little snippet in there too.
Stuck up there in that room.
Her name in there was
Nobody heard her because Helen.
her last name
there.
was Featherstone, but her first name was I think it was from The Little Mermaid, the Ursula.
Yeah.
Ursula Featherstone was her name in that movie.
Oh, really? Wow.
I liked her.
So you skipped the whole movie just for that part?
She was the sea witch.
Well, I just wanted to make sure she was in there.
Yeah.
I saw the guy from Key and Peele in there, and there's another couple people I've noticed before.
Teacher of the Year, yeah.
I like
Yeah, I
them
saw that
too.
on there too. I just haven't.
Key and Peele.
Watched
I
it
like
yet.
them.
They're actually
pretty funny.
canceling that show.
Why?
I have no idea.
I've
says they're
only
done.
watched them a couple
Is it because
times.
they're black? Because they were really funny.
They're a good group of guys. I mean, duo, not a
Telling you.
group. But yeah, they're canceling that show. I don't
They're
know why.
from Switzerland. They would have been staying on.
So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna sit down and actually end up watching that.
I liked them. I thought they were funny.
Yeah, I've never really watched them. I mean, I've seen them like you go out to a tavern or something, they might have them on, or I've been at like somebody's house, like a get together, and they were on, but I never really sat down and paid attention to them. I don't watch a lot of cable like that, so I'm not
No,
up and up.
they were.
you know.
You gotta
They're
watch an
almost
episode.
like I think they're better than Saturday Night Live. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, at least nowadays.
You
They're
think
as good
so?
as the Wayans brothers were.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Living Color?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always a fun show. I remember that too. But no, I'm stuck watching, Netflix, and I watch a lot of the comedy specials. I mean, I don't know if you knew Ralphie May has another one out.
I actually watched some of that.
Yeah, it's fucking
pretty
hilarious, man.
He actually has some scruff going on.
Yeah.
Seen that.
Waffles. Lana makes a
Beginning.
debut in that too.
Yeah, in the beginning, she's got fucking waffles on her nipples and
Can you imagine having a wife that fucking cool?
her vagina.
She
Nice.
does these little skits for you, deals with your uniqueness as a comedian. She lays in a bed with waffles on her vagina and her tits for the fucking
Yeah.
show.
The
And it's
beginning
all over
of the
Netflix
show,
and
he
millions
wakes
of
up
people
and
are
it's
looking at it. Yeah, it's fucking. But the funny thing is, he doesn't go to the wife in bed. He goes to the plate next to the bed.
It's kind of humbling knowing that you're watching these shows and you can see her on there, and it's like, wow, this is cool. We actually met her and talked to her, and,
Know her. And,
gave her a hug, and it's awesome. It's cool. We actually can doing this podcasting. That we're doing.
we talk about her and him a lot. I think that just tells a lot about the appreciation I think we have for those both those individuals.
It's
And we
'cause they
haven't
have-
even sat down and talked with Ralphie yet because he's so fucking busy.
Yeah.
But on September 25th, I'll be going down to Milwaukee to go see him, and now it looks like Ice is backing out.
I'm not saying I'm backing out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you and your wife gonna go, or just you?
So is there going to be like one ticket available?
Yeah, because Chase and Natalie are looking for tickets.
Well, no.
No, Natalie? Okay, so Chase is looking for tickets.
No, it's not. I don't want her to go. It's
I don't
like,
think my wife's
we
gonna
can't
go
change.
either.
Can't
I
change
want her to
up the
go, but
load out
she
too
never
much.
likes to do that type of stuff. So we'll see what happens. Chief, you might have to be my partner for the night. My
You have to be his
significant
wife.
other.
You're gonna have to go, bitch. I hope not.
You can be like, hey, all night long.
Hey, Ralphie. Ralphie.
No, that'll be fun. I can't wait to go see him again. I'm sure some of the stuff will be regurgitated from some of his new specials that he's had out, but I really don't care. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking listen. I watch that shit all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I come home drunk sometimes if I ever go out, and that's the first
We
thing I put on.
regurgitate shit all the time.
Yeah,
It's
we-
still
Don't
funny
we?
to us.
How many times have we played fucking Plas Blue Blibbin?
Yeah,
It's still funny. I don't care. It's still funny.
No, either way though. But yeah, so we'll see what we can do here.
Lana Turner text.
Yeah. She's texting
You're
me.
sidetracked.
Well, hey, my mind's in two different spots, and I used to be able to juggle fucking shit left and right. Now I can't.
Hey.
I just got to do the turd buckle.
Stay in the time zone. You're in a different time zone.
yeah. 2 hours back here.
You have my This Day in History thing, don't you?
The saying clistery.
I have to hold on. I've got
I
Tits,
doubt
hits,
it.
I got this
tits
one.
with waffles.
Fun fact. I said.
But usually we
No,
do
that's
we
not
do
the fun fact.
We do the one for today in history.
We.
Today in
Yeah, but I had that. Remember, I had that
history.
thing for all the time.
You
You're
had
like the
it. I never
fanfare.
had
You
it.
had the fanfare thing.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
Well,
He doesn't have it because my computer doesn't work for him. So
it's dead. It's got
Here, I could do it. Dun, 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 dun.
today
In clistery.
yeah, that was like
That was,
fucked up.
yeah, I know. We don't have the music for it.
No, I don't.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was kind of fucking lame.
That's a
What?
lame day. What is today? The 31st?
July 31st. In 1777, the U.S. Second Continental Congress passed a resolution that service of the Marquis de Lafayette be accepted, and that in consideration of his zeal.
Huh?
Whatever the fuck that meant.
All I heard is words. The Constitution?
No, the Continental Congress, the Second Continental Congress,
Okay.
passed a resolution that the service of the Marquis de Lafayette be accepted, and that in consideration of his zeal, illustrated illustrious family. Holy Jesus!
Sounds like a lot of French shit.
It is.
Shrinky dinks. Wee wee.
We go to the next date.
In 1930, on this day,
1930?
back in 1930, on this day, the radio mystery program The Shadow had aired for the first time.
knows.
Yeah.
And then they had the movie with Baldwin.
Wiz Khalifa?
Alec Baldwin
Oh,
was the
okay.
Shadow.
Oh, that's right. I didn't watch that.
It's not bad.
In 1954, on this day, the first ascent of the K2 by an Italian expeditionist led by Ardito Dazio.
K2 is that big ass mountain range in
K2.
where?
I don't know.
Not the Himalayas, is it?
Somewhere like that it is.
Nah, he wasn't laying anything.
Laying in a fucking crater.
keep going.
In 1971, Apollo program, Apollo 15 astronauts became the first to ride in the lunar rover.
Those lunatics.
Lunar ticks.
Talk about that, though. You know, when they landed on the moon for the very first time.
On the studio in
Okay,
Paramount.
did you see this thing on Facebook where they had somebody found the actual suit of one of the guys and they were authenticating it? And they kind of took the video camera and kind of went around the whole spacesuit. And the bottom of the boot of the spaceship,
Said Andy.
no, it actually had like a small heel.
Yeah.
And then it had a round on the foot part, on the ball of foot. It had a round that looked like the moon.
Okay.
Okay? But now, if you look at the videotape of when they first landed on the moon and they put their foot on the moon, it was vertical stripes throughout the
Are you
whole
talking about
thing.
this moon's conspiracies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
there's
you
a
see
lot.
that?
Yeah, there's
Seems
a lot.
like you
about
had
that.
too many standees.
No, I was speaking quicker than my mind would let me. So
But I saw that and they said, well, if you really looked at the sole of the shoe,
The
That's
shadows.
way too-
There's a lot of things about it, like the shadows in the studios, and then you'll see like there's no star reflections in their mask, or it's just weird shit.
For what?
I think
For the
people
moon
like
landing.
read into shit way too much.
Oh my God!
They're
How
saying
can
those,
you have certain shadows when the moon is out there?
and they're saying
Well, I
those,
mean,
you
your
know
sun-
those hash marks they have on the cameras.
Yeah.
They're saying, well, some of those are behind them and some are in front of them, so that's going to be doctored. So I don't know. I think people just want to believe what they want to believe, and
They
they
do.
really read into shit more than what they probably should.
You ready
I don't know.
Ready what?
with your sound effects?
What do you mean?
I got to tell you, because Cody just texted me and said he's going to Tokyo.
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 Ding dong, ching chong.
Tokyo.
I thought he was in Japan already.
He is. He's not in Tokyo. This is the first time he gets to go see Tokyo.
That's not a very big island. What the hell is he doing?
I didn't have it ready.
You a bunch of assholes.
I said to get it ready. And you say, oh, I get it. And then you dick around for another hour.
You're going to die around I.
Godzilla.
Good day.
You slow with a gong. You gong.
Did you see the article that I put up about that? Speaking of Oriental stuff, about
Oh, the Japanese or whatever.
the Buddhist
Buddha-
Yeah,
statue that
I
they
thought that was
scanned, and they
interesting.
actually,
They actually
saw
had a
body
mummy inside it?
Yeah,
Really?
I'll see if I can pull it up without crashing everything because I got so much.
I've
shit
seen
going
the
on.
picture
Yeah.
of it. What made them decide to do a CAT scan, or was it a TC?
To see if it was solid.
CT scan? Is that what it was? A
Yeah,
CT?
I think so.
Boy.
See, right. Right
Buddha.
here.
And how big is that statue?
It's probably a child's.
Says here, scientists made a bizarre discovery when they took a CT scan of an ancient Buddha statue from China. Ice,
Yeah,
you gonna hate your sound effect?
I'm listening.
Buddha from China.
Oh, I'm looking for something real quick, and I ain't on that
Inside was a mummy sit in the same lotus position. Further investigation revealed that the organs had been removed and replaced
Where
by
was it?
scraps of paper
You said where was it?
with Chinese writing on them.
Better late than never.
Yes. The Buddhist, don't only do it when I say Chinese, okay? The Buddha statue dating back to 1100 CE. What does CE mean?
Current era.
Are you
Current era?
guessing, or do you know that for a fact?
Okay, sorry. Belongs to the Drents Museum in the Netherlands and is currently on loan to a museum in Budapest.
I thought it was a constipation enema.
On the outside, it looks like a large statue of Buddha. The museum said in a release, quote, by
How big is
Discovery
it?
News, the scan research has shown that on the inside it is the mummy of Buddhist monk who lived around the year 1100. Experts believe that the mummy inside the statue is a Buddhist master, Liu Quan, a member of the Chinese meditation
You
school.
called him Dr. John down.
After the initial After the initial scan showed the skeleton inside the statue, researchers took it to the Meander Medical Center in Amersfoort and carried out an endoscopy.
Yeah,
I always thought
That's a tube of the camera.
They stuck the tube right up his
his ass.
Is it hard to read with Shandy
Do
in
you
your
think
brain?
that's like an objection, like a violation of Buddha?
I don't know. You'd
Yeah,
have-
aren't they what they call that?
Buddhists?
No. They take the vow of
Celibacy?
Celibacy. So that would be kind of.
it depends. Some of them do, some of them don't.
What, do you think he's got some Chinese writing up his asshole, or what?
I guess.
Asshole's a little keyword now?
I guess you'd have
No,
to
he said
see if
Chinese
he's
Oh,
got.
asshole.
Chinese asshole?
All right, okay.
You'd have
carried
to
out
look
an,
at the script to see if he's got a paper cut.
an endoscopy and an additional CT scan. That is when they found the missing organs and among a lot of unidentified material,
Among?
scraps of paper with Chinese script on it. Further research is in progress. The museum is under the view that probably the Buddhist master self-mummified himself. Wow.
So
He
stuck
self-mummified himself?
He stuck himself in
So
there.
he pulled out his
So you
own
say it
organs,
twice?
Yeah, he pulled out his own
own
organs.
organs and wrote down on paper.
Okay, well, this is a long, painful process involving starving
Oh, shit.
oneself progressively for several years. Did you read that other article about that guy that's been alive, hasn't eaten for over 100 years?
What?
Yeah, it's some article I saw.
What movie did you watch?
I don't know. Self-mummification.
Did you wake up?
Yeah.
It was
Self-mummification.
Breaking
Speaking
dawn.
of dreams, I don't mean to get away from this, but you remember Holly
I don't
Cagle
mind.
lately?
I don't mind
Broadsword
you getting
Comics.
away. Yeah.
She's got a cat called Pangor, King Pangor, I think. Prince Pangor. Anyway, she does this.
Prince Pangor the Fluffy?
Yeah.
Is that
she
a
does a ton of-
Chinese cat?
It's a
Siamese.
Siamese cat.
If you please.
And anyway, I'm sorry, I'm in 2 time zones here. And she does a lot of Instagram pictures of him, and she does a lot of like drawings, and has his own little like life online and stuff. Speaking of last night, he was in my dreams. It was weird. I was walking through the city somewhere, and all of a sudden this cat was there, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, Pangor, how are you?"
Was
You
it
know?
Freddie Pangor?
Yeah, it was a Chinese Siamese. It was kind of creepy, but no, it was actually weird. And then this morning she posted a
How
picture
would
of
you do a Chinese accent?
like Scooby.
Oh, hello.
Anyway, self-mummification. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Self-mummification used to be a mainly Japanese practice. Come on now.
Chinese.
You said- every time I say Chinese,
It's still an Asian
Oriental.
city.
Okay, Discovery News describes this torturous process in the following way. For 1,000 days, the monk would eat only nuts and seeds,
Oh, would that hurt?
Ow.
Cow.
reducing body fat
No wonder
to a
he had
minimum.
no organs. He ate his
See,
nuts.
now, when Irv says Japanese, you got to play dirty knees.
Don't end up on these.
Look at these.
I really think so.
Yeah. We are Chinese, if you please.
We are Japanese, not Chinese.
So, okay, guys, come on now. Then for 1,000 days, all they eat is nuts and seeds, reducing body fat to a minimum. Then for another 1,000 days, a diet.
And then you know what happens after he
I'd
shits?
hate. I would hate to be a guy in that town.
All right,
All he ate
diet
was
of
nuts.
Bangkok?
So it's 1,000 days of seeds and nuts, and then the next 1,000 days of roots and barks. And I'm not talking like ow, ow.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Barks would be consumed. In the last stages, the monk would drink a poisonous tea made from the sap of a Japanese varnish tree
And his guts
to
would fall
induce
out.
vomiting and elimination of body fluids.
All right.
The
Now,
toxic nature of infusion probably helped kill off bacteria too.
Why the fuck are they doing this for?
Because he's self-mummifying.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's what their theory of self-mummifying.
Hey, whatever you guys think, I'm not self-mummifying. Okay?
You're already
All
past
right.
the first 2,000 days.
I'm on bark now.
All we need to do is get him the tea.
I'm on bark.
And give him a little bit of varnish so he shines.
Yeah, right.
Shine. A little bit of
That's
collective
what
soul.
happened. That he ate the varnish. Didn't he eat varnish tea?
Oh.
Ow.
That's
no,
why it's so shiny.
A
on the
Japanese
outside.
varnish tree.
Yes.
Not
Oh,
tea.
tea. Okay.
Tree.
It's still varnish. That's
To
why it's
induce
so
vomiting.
shiny.
Yep. Then the skeletal monk was put in a stone tomb just fitting around the body. An air tube and a bell were provided. Every day the monk would ring the bell indicating that he was alive. When the bell stopped ringing, it was known that
I'm
he
dead.
had died. His mummified body would then be removed after another 1,000 days and preserved, only a handful of monks achieving the stage after the long and grueling process. It is unclear when and how the organs were removed from this mummy. Further research
I
is
thought he
going
did it
on.
himself, though.
That's
No.
fucking awesome.
That's what they consider
Well,
self-mummification.
Can you imagine? I mean, could you imagine those?
That is
No.
Basically
dedication.
starving yourself for 1,000 days
No.
on that, and then eating the next 1,000 days, and
No.
then encasing yourself in
Oh, by the
cement.
way, when you said 1,000 years, I'm going, what the
No,
fuck?
1,000 days.
Jesus Christ.
1,000 days.
What is he, immortal?
No, I cannot see it.
There can be only one.
And so then he had a bell, right? And he could.
Well, yeah, there was a bell and there was a tube. So
So you know what?
I'm still alive.
So that's about 4 years.
Well, 1,000 days. There's 365 days in a year, so that's
3 years?
369. That's three and a half,
Three and a
almost
half,
3.5
4
years, right there for the first 1,000.
Yeah, but
so you're looking at
I don't think the days were. That's 5 years.
But you're looking at a
years.
process of what, 7 years altogether preparation.
No,
That has
5
gotta
years.
be fucking
5 years?
It says
grueling.
5.47945205.
Oh, okay, whatever.
That's got to be grueling, though.
5 years of 1,000 days of eating
1,000
nuts.
days
Of eating
divided
nuts
by
and seeds.
365.
Yeah, no, 2,000 because it's 2,000 days. There's the first 1,000, then the next
Oh,
1,000.
so the total process.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
2,000 days. plus whatever it takes to die after you get encased in the cement. So you're talking
Oh, yeah.
almost 6 years.
See, and then they think, okay, we have our level of crazy today, where people do crazy, stupid
Like the cinnamon
shit.
challenge.
Like watch the Kardashians on TV.
Either way.
That's like self-mummification right there.
Oh, fuck.
Or
yeah.
you've seen people who've lost their mind that
Why
are
don't-
locked up.
Why don't you
okay?
just do it quicker and just put a bullet in your head?
This is their day of crazy.
Yeah.
They're 5 years
Because-
of crazy.
And then our day says, wouldn't that be awesome? No.
No, I couldn't
No, I
ima-
like to eat.
No, I know, but
I don't want to eat somebody's nuts.
But no,
I'm good.
Okay, so let's say
Nuts or berries. You
let's
don't
say
want
hypothetically, let's say hypothetically that
a little
you're
fruity.
diagnosed
fruity
with
son of a
some sort
bitch.
of cancer and it takes 5 years for your body to die. Would you go through that process just to do it?
No.
I mean, you know you're going to die anyway.
I don't care.
So, I mean, but
I'm going to enjoy
But this
every
is,
fucking bit of
this is a
life
Buddhist.
I have.
I know it's a Buddhist. I get that. But it's amazing to me that it's not the 2,000 days of what they eat. That doesn't. That,
1,000
that's
days.
not.
Why do you keep
2,000.
doubling it?
There's
It's
1,000
the
days of
discipline of
seeds and
sitting in
nuts,
the stone,
1,000
right?
days of tree bark bullshit.
Well, that's where the 5 years
Varnish.
came from.
Yeah,
Which makes them so shiny.
All right.
So the thing that gets me though is that
Not
you
vampires.
That's why they look like gold.
you self encase yourself in cement with a bell and a tube.
But that's the whole thing.
Only to
you can't
communicate.
self do it. You have to have assistance. So not only are you nuts, you talked into the other two crazy fuckers in the place that are going to now put you in case you.
Hola, hola.
Hey.
Hey, Miss Turner.
There she is. Hold on, let me change the view. You don't want to be looking at my ugly mug.
This is awesome. Yay.
Yeah, let me change the view here quick if I can.
We were just talking about self-mummification, so this is a good change.
There we
How are
go.
you guys?
Perfect. How
Awesome.
are you?
Good.
Just so you're aware, we are live on our Google Hangouts, so anything you say will be on the YouTube.
We will hold against you.
Can you see me?
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
see
see
you
you,
just
but
fine.
they can't see you.
They can't see. That's good.
No, they can't see you.
They can hear you, but they can't see you.
Trust me.
It's just impromptu. Like we just made this happen, so it's cool.
Yeah, no, not a problem. We're glad to have you on again. Thanks for joining us here at the end, and we'll go for another hour, no problem.
Yeah.
Now that we have you to talk to, right?
What's up?
Not much, nothing new. We've been sitting here circle jerking it for a little while now, about an hour, and then we just got off the topic about this monk statue that was scanned, and they found a
CT
human
scan.
remains inside the CT scan.
Buddhist.
And they were talking about the how they self-mummify themselves as a Buddhist, and they go through like 1,000 days of eating seeds and nuts, and then they go through another 1,000 days of eating tree bark and something else, and then they drink some stupid tea from a varnish
With
tree.
poison. It's got
That
poison
makes
in
them
it.
vomit everything
Yeah.
up because they're trying to dehydrate their body completely, and then they but they
See,
encase
they're trying to be
themselves.
models back then.
Yeah.
You know, they're eating and purging.
They encase themselves in cement with a tube and a ring, a bell, and then when the bell stops ringing, they know they're dead.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, isn't that
Wow,
crazy?
well, you're that committed, dude. You deserve to be just on display.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But,
That's amazing.
I love.
I don't think that I would care to like be immortalized like you know like that's crazy.
And what he was in was like a bronze
Thank
statue.
you.
I think at one time.
yeah, it was bronze. Yeah.
Yeah. So he bronzed himself.
No, I think that.
We're talking about it, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think what they ended up doing though, like it said at the end of the article, is somebody went in later and removed all the organs,
And then they
and
bronzed
then
him.
they stuck in Chinese writing.
Parchment paper.
All right, we're fooling around with sound effects today. So what's new with you? I know we've been trying to get you on here the last couple of weeks, and we're sorry that time schedules didn't work, but I'm glad we were able to today.
Oh, you guys are okay. So you're all dads. Have you guys seen Inside Out yet?
No, I
Is
haven't.
it that new Pixar movie?
Yeah, it's with the people in their heads, angry.
I saw the
and-
previews, but I
yeah.
haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it.
Have you seen
So-
it?
Hold on,
Yes. The earlier this week we shot a parody of it. So we're gonna have a parody.
Oh,
video
that would be cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's really gonna be good. Like you can look on my Twitter and see some of the pictures, but we got like Ralphie's playing anger. I had read, I mean, we did it like all out against a green screen. And the basic idea is when Riley, the main character, grows up, there's kind of circumstances with the voices in her head.
Right, right.
So that's new. That's coming out in a few weeks, and I'm super proud of that. There's a lot of work, but it's going to be awesome. It's a little short.
That'll be fun.
And yeah, no, you got to go see the movie, though, because it's actually a really good movie. I cried throughout the whole thing because but it's really good. But the parody's even better.
It seems
And,
like
Six would cry then too if you
yeah.
would.
I've got an emotional button. Just push it.
Is there a movie that you watch?
Well,
Is there a movie that you've watched, and like anytime you watch it, it always makes you cry?
Purple Rain.
I don't know. Purple Rain. Yes,
Rain.
yes, Purple Rain. I don't know. There's a bunch of them that kind of hit that certain, I don't know, that certain nerve that makes you kind of lose it occasionally. I know there's a few of them out there. I can't
there's
really
a whole bunch that
pinpoint.
you cried that you spent your money to go see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll wait for it to come on video.
I'll cry at home, not in front of
You're a
everybody.
cheap son of a bitch.
I am. I mean, Jesus Christ, just to get a soda, popcorn, and maybe a little candy, you're spending $20.
No, if you wait till Tuesday, you can spend
Oh.
$5.
Okay.
$5 to get it all.
And then you get like $2. It's the Jewish
Yeah,
special.
but it's a Jewish special.
You can't do that in LA, man.
Yeah.
There's no discount, I don't think, at all.
They don't do like free nights or like movie nights for kids during the summer or anything like that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, because around here for the whole summer they have like Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays at 10 o'clock in the morning or 10:30 in the morning they have like $2 movies for kids. And you
Yeah.
can take your kids, and they're all reruns. You know, like
Stuff
movies
that
they
recently
all
has just
played.
been
Yeah.
released
Well,
on
it's from the
Blu-ray or
previous year.
DVD or whatever.
It's fun for them to see it on
I think
the big screen.
Earth to Echo is one that just was released.
I like that one.
Or not released,
saw
but
that
it's
one.
been
See,
replayed.
I get emotional at like inspirational like sports type movies, or music movies, like people
Remember
that
the Titans?
that overcome
Glee?
their-
You cry at Glee?
I haven't cried at Glee, no. Well, yeah, you know what? I guess I did. I think when they did the quarterback, because what's his name died, and they did a special show for him. I got a little choked up when one of the girls started crying in the middle of her song. I was like, oh God, here we go.
Taking
Ever
her.
get emotional after watching a porno movie? Like, I feel dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I always do that.
I don't get emotional, but I do feel dirty.
Oh, I'm so alone. Oh, my bros.
crying in my sheets. I'll sleep in my own wet spot.
I should be upstairs fucking the wife, but I'm downstairs watching RedTube.
Yeah. Dirtying up the towels.
It's-
God, why is this so scratchy? Adam!
It's between RedTube and YouPorn. I've never heard of RedTube.
RedTube's free internet porn. All you gotta do is type in redtube.com and you'll get all the shit you want to see.
I guess it depends on how much you beat her, right? You're gonna have
There's variety. There's variety.
Beat it.
How
I
does that differ from YouPorn?
have no idea. I've never watched YouPorn.
Well, I think Irv's
Okay, now guess what? He's going to be doing. He's going to
Irv's
be.
got his own porn.
I tell you what, Lana, from in between now and the next time you come on the show, you
He'll-
go to RedTube, I'll go to YouPorn, and we'll talk about our favorite videos.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, Lana, I love the way you look in waffles, by the way.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I have a newfound love for waffles.
Lego my ego.
We were talking about the comedy special before you showed
Right.
up. So.
Oh, you were talking about it just now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
We were just talking about how awesome it is that that Ralphie has a wife that would put up with doing something like that for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I put up with a lot.
Well, I'm sure you're not as innocent. I
Oh,
mean,
the puppy in the bag.
I'm sure he puts up a little bit with you in your comedy too.
No.
Never, right?
I think it'd be awesome to see him do the nude comedy show. I know he's taken his shirt off on stage a couple
Yeah.
times. With Bert Kreischer.
There's an old picture of him. I don't know if you can ever find it anywhere, where he's laying on a bed sheet with a box of chocolates over his business and like a wine. It's like a very like him trying to be sexy.
Yeah.
But yes, he's not shy. But yeah, that's really funny. I love the opening. I thought it came out great
Yeah,
for a special.
Oh yeah, totally.
to me,
Did,
which is probably true.
Whose brainchild was that? Was that his idea, or was that kind of what you decided to throw out in there?
It was actually a combo of like 3 things we were going to shoot. We were going to do the waffles. I was going to bring him something to the swimming pool, like in a hot swimsuit, and he was going to ignore me, like, or in a restaurant. It's going to be like 3 or 4 different scenes, and we were so busy we only got through the waffles.
Oh,
So that special was shot the same weekend that we shot my special, which is on Hulu. So the way that worked out was that I actually got offered to do a special through this amazing woman named Una, who has Terrible Angels is the film that she produced. She's a film producer and a comedy producer, and she's like one of the most amazing people I've ever met. And so she says to me, I really want to shoot a special of you. She lives up in Oregon, and they were going to rent a theater. And there's my dryer beeping. There's all kinds of noise and my dog breathing heavy. We were gonna go up to Oregon, and Ralphie was like, why don't you shoot your special in Las Vegas? You can do it over 2 nights at the South Point. You can do 2 40-minute sets in front of him. There'll be a sold-out crowd, and it's a beautiful room, and you don't have to worry about renting a theater. You don't have to worry about like all the other drama. And she loved the idea, so we flew the crew in and everything. But I said to her, if we're going to shoot my special, then I want you to leave the cameras rolling and shoot Ralphie a special. And she did it at 0 cost. She gave us the special for free. All Ralphie had to do was shoot that Filthy Animals special for her, which is also on Hulu. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I will tonight.
It's okay. It's him introducing a couple of other comedians, and she paid him to do it.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
So yeah, so she's like, all I want from you is I want you to shoot like something for me, just so that to get her name out more too. I think, but she's so awesome. So it's like the greatest special deal of all time. Like we don't own a single special of Ralphie's. He has 9. We only own the last 2. The one that we did in Vegas, the one that just came out, and the one that came out before it that was actually shot after that through Netflix, which they have it for like 5 years, and then we eventually get it back. But like of all those specials, no, we don't own them. So it's like that's how difficult it is to get a good deal. Anyways, I'm rattling on, but that's kind of that all happened. It's cool, huh?
That's kind of actually an interesting point. I mean, how do these specials work their way in, and how does Netflix work with an individual like that? It's kind of sad with the movie business, and even when now it seems like with comedy, they don't really give you what you're really worth for what you're doing.
Well, it depends. I mean, like now with the internet, I mean, there's lots of people who have had a lot of not lots of people. Some people have been so successful with putting their own stuff out. I mean, look at Louis C.K. and there's been a couple of other people. But I think, like, finally now, I mean, he's so prolific. We are in a position where he can own his own stuff, really and truly. Like, so, and Netflix was awesome. I mean, but having the other special first was part of the whole deal. So they got 2 specials, and it couldn't be better. Like, Netflix is amazing. He's doing a tour coming up. It's like a 3-month Netflix tour.
Oh, wow. Are they going to do like recordings at each area that he goes and try to put like something together? Or?
No, I don't think it's anything like that. It's just him supporting his. Yeah.
You sure you can't hook a ride on the bus to Milwaukee on September 25th?
Yeah.
I'm not working with him right now.
Oh.
You're going to open for him again. I missed that.
You should just stow away in the luggage compartment.
Yeah,
Love
right.
that.
It's good that people want me to open for him. I mean, it's really good, but for us right now, it's too much. Like we had a really hard summer. Last time I talked to you, it was like really hard. Yeah. We've had a really hard time because it's just been a lot of stuff, and one of the things is just hauling 2 children across the country.
Right.
It's been not ideal. So they're starting school in a few weeks, and I've got lots of good things going on in LA now, so it's good. I'm just like, and opening for him. I've been doing stand up so long that opening for him isn't that exciting anymore, So it's nice. I might come in and pop in and see him, and maybe I'll pop into Milwaukee. But it's too much. Like we're not the Von Tropps. We don't need to be traveling as a family.
Yeah, right. It makes sense.
Well, yeah.
It just, it's just a wish.
Maybe he should
it-
be opening for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Like this-
idea, Chief.
Oh, this week, if any of your listeners are in Chicago, I'm going to be in the Schaumburg Improv, which is a beautiful improv, and I'm going to be headlining it. So,
really?
and then in a few weeks, I'll be headlining the Irvine Improv. So, for me to invest the time in me doing my whole hour and headlining and really working on my own stuff is way more beneficial at this point than just like.
So you said in a couple weeks are going to
No,
be
this
in
weekend.
Chicago?
This next weekend.
This weekend.
Is it Saturday or Friday?
It's Thursday through Sunday.
So
Yeah.
maybe
Oh,
we should
might
go
have
down
to
to
take a
Chicago on
road
Saturday.
trip.
I know
road
exactly
trip.
where Schaumburg is. I got family there, so
How far are you guys?
Oh, we live
We're
about
about 4 hours away.
3
3 and a half.
3 hours.
Illinois, Schaumburg.
All right, we're
Yeah.
going.
Oh, it'd
to
be about 4 hours.
We're going to Chicago next weekend.
Going to see Lana and Schaumburg.
Yeah, sweet.
I will hook you guys. I'll see if I can hook you guys up with a nice table and make sure everybody's cool. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, a reserved table for us.
That would be so
All right, so-
great for you. Oh,
I still
that'd
want
be
you to
awesome.
come on September 25th, but we'll see you next, we'll see you next weekend.
I'll try. I that's the beautiful thing. If I pop in, then people can be excited, And if but it's just, I was not just hauling the kids. I mean, I'm hauling our dog, and like it's
Yeah.
a lot, and they're missing school, and now
Yes.
like April's going into second grade, and I know who I think I know. I've heard a rumor who her teacher is. And she's a good teacher, but she doesn't like the whole coming and going thing. So it's just, as kids get older, they want to be with their friends and do their activities. And I
Right.
feel like I can't keep pulling them in and out of school all the time.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier when they were a lot younger, though, to do that. You know?
Oh my God, they're like when April, it was just one,
Yeah,
and I just throw her in her little carrying thing and walk
take off.
on airplanes.
Exactly, yeah.
She thinks babies are difficult on planes, but we did it so much that she knew. I just sit here and play with mommy until we land, and it was cool. But
Yeah, now they're
Then
now
they become
because
little people.
Yeah,
and
I was
then
going
we
to say that because now they're little people. They have their own little life that they got to live. They can't be running around with mom and dad all the time. Yeah,
I would.
I would too. I would say fuck school. Let's go.
Education on the road.
Exactly.
well, I mean, we've definitely given them a really good education on the road, and I want to keep bringing them on the road with us when it makes sense. If I book, I'm working on trying to book another date in Guam. Like if I go to Guam, I'm taking the kids, things like that.
Right.
But to just, no offense, but just to pull them out for a weekend to go to Milwaukee is a lot.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
Oh, exactly.
that's okay. That's
So
okay.
of Milwaukee, that's like the that art museum with the bird.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's lots of cool things to do there with kids.
Yeah, it's an amazing place.
Yeah, yeah.
I spent a lot of time down in Milwaukee. I
Well,
actually,
even Chicago too, though. You got a lot of nice
I
places.
wanted to
down
go
there.
to Maya, the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design, for college, but I didn't take that route in life. So I still draw, so that's all right.
Well, I remember when Ralphie was doing his stand-up, too, he was saying that when you guys went to the museum that time, he felt like he had to bathe in Germex.
Thanks for giving me AIDS, fucker.
Yeah. so much snotty kids running around.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Who's
rude
fucking right?
kids, but
I
sniffly.
I got to take a little pride in that because Lana had texted me and she's like, "Was there any place in Green Bay to go?" I said, well, I looked it up real quick. I'm like, "Oh, the Children's Museum would be cool, maybe, with the kids." And an opening line, "Who the fuck's idea was it?"
Spotlight right on you, right?
I was like, "Oh shit." So, yeah, it's fun. I mean, I enjoy going to comedy shows and traveling around and seeing those things. I did a lot more of that stuff at a younger age. When you do have those kids, it seems like it takes a while before they become self-efficient to the point where you don't have to, like, when you go somewhere, you don't have to chase them around, make sure they don't break anything, do anything stupid. You can almost be lazy as a parent because your child should know at that point not to do those things. So my kids are just getting to that age, being 9 and 11. And all I got to do is keep them from beating the shit out of each other.
And my kid,
Yeah, mine are just getting there too.
Yeah.
27.
and with my kid being 17, you got to worry about him saying, "Dad, I just stuck the tip in." And that's not what you need to do.
You want to tell her that story?
Oh
Well-
my lord!
No.
You guys all worried about yours? I mean, I've got 30 and 38-year-olds.
Yeah,
You wanna-
I think
wanna-
you got to worry about 30-year-olds more than 17.
You want to tell Lana about
Yeah,
your
tell
son's
about-
sexcapade?
No, his 30-year-old still breaks shit.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that
Yeah,
my
vagina.
son has been dating this girl for like almost 2 years now, and
How old is he?
He's 17 now. He
Today.
just turned
Turned 17
yesterday.
yesterday.
17
Yeah.
yesterday. And I work at a brewery, and my wife works at a hospital. So there's like a half-hour increment of time where they know that mommy leaves and daddy doesn't get back home yet. So they figured they'd take this magic time to go explore each other. And I guess she got found out by her mother because when they went to do trick-or-treating one year, this house gave out condoms, I guess. And she was messing around with a condom in her bedroom, and her mom walks by the bedroom.
Only
She goes,
in Wisconsin.
she goes, "What you got there?" She goes,
Somebody trick or treated a condom?
"Yeah, they were like giving out
it's
rubber."
the It's the everlasting gobstopper.
It's like a Laffy Taffy, I guess. But
It's
But-
a gum that never fails.
but she got busted playing with it, and her mom says, "Have you guys been having sex?" And she goes, "No, we haven't been doing that." Well, her mom hounded her so much she finally fessed up. She goes, "Yeah, when mom left and dad came home, there was like a half hour where
I just
we,
find it weird
where
she
we
calls
did
you
stuff.
mom and dad.
But my son goes, "I just stuck the tip in, Dad." I says, "Well, that's all you need."
Yeah.
the most sensitive part.
And Clinton didn't inhale.
But my wife
And Monica
was
didn't swallow.
My wife was so upset. I can understand why she'd be upset. But I told her you
How
can't be. She was 17 at the time, and he was
was
only
16.
16.
Yeah,
So-
she's robbing the cradle.
Yeah. So I told my wife, I says, you can't be too upset with them. I says, yeah, I know it's a little disappointing that we can't trust them, but we did the same stuff when we're their age. So you got to look back.
I lost my.
It's kind of like normal, I would think.
Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
his normal age.
Now, if he was cornholing some dude in his onion ring, I'd probably be on the other side of that fence.
You're just
And
like,
like your circle, that's kind of normal
Yeah.
too.
Trying an appetizer basket, are we?
hey, but Dad, I only stuck the tip in.
Yeah, just a tip, and it felt so good.
Well, you're like,
giggity.
like Ralphie says, only up to the first knuckle.
first
only
knuckle.
first knuckle.
It's so fun. And I mean, like, we live these long, crazy lives, and we have this weird ecosystem, but we're supposed to, like, be married and making babies when we're 13, like that biologically it's not normal to like live into our hundreds.
Yeah.
My grandmother is 97 years old. That's not supposed
Good
to happen.
for her. That's awesome.
She's,
we had a.
she stays alive to just be mean, but like
Well, she is Jewish, right?
She is Jewish, right?
yeah, but it's like when you think about it, like 16 and 17 biologically or like anthropologically, like that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's just good. It's good to know that we can have sex for more years in our lives than we are not having sex, right?
Yeah.
So, like, her grandmother's been having sex for 80 years.
Holy cow.
Well, the drugs, yeah. But rolling. I think that then that's like the geriatric group is what all the STDs are spreading at the most rapid rate. Right?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, these old age homes are now vacation homes.
Yeah,
really.
They are. They're
Yeah.
vacation homes.
They're getting to do all these things in school they never got
I'm
to do.
vacationing at room 16 today.
Yeah. I'm going in room 69 next week.
You know what I really like? I really like
Because
those.
there's the time you're going to catch herpes. Let it come at the end of your life, right?
Exactly.
Right,
No
right,
shit.
right.
You don't want to be itching for 60 years, but if you want to,
I think in those homes, herpes catch them. They're going too slow in the wheelchair.
They're running down the hall away from herpes.
Yeah, with the walker. I'm trying to get away from herpes. I got the herpes.
Are you talking about Herb in room 4?
Yeah, Herb's got a bad case of herpes.
I don't know how much herb peas.
Yeah, right.
You know
But
what?
she likes that. That's a golden shower. She loves it.
You know what I find sexy is those walkers with the tennis balls on the bottom.
Do you imagine that? Just put your colostomy bag all over me.
well, you're into the German stuff, aren't you?
They don't have that shit on record.
Nine.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
No pun intended. Right?
Only if there's corn in it. I'll go with that.
I was having a crying laugh fit earlier. We were talking about Roddy Piper passing away.
Wow, that didn't sound good. Laughing fit. Raleigh Piper died.
No. We were talking about it, and then there's this thing you see online about like your porn name, which would be the first pet you ever owned.
The name
and
of your first pet.
The name of the first pet you ever owned, and the name
Street
of the
you
first
lived on.
street you lived on. Do you remember those two things in your life?
I don't remember the first street. I think it might have been. I don't remember the name of the first street. I can find out.
What
but
about the next one? Like the one that you remember, the first street that you remember being. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sonata, like a musical.
Sonata.
Sonata.
Okay.
So what's the name of the first pet you remember owning?
Technically, we didn't own it. It only lived like 2 days, but
It still
so
counts.
my first pet was Whiskers, but it could be Meatball.
Whiskers.
Oh,
Meatball
she's
Sonata.
No,
Whiskers.
Whiskers or Meatball.
Whiskers.
Meatballs is a porn name.
Okay, so
Meatball
Meatball
Sonata. Singing to your ball sack.
So funny. Or it would be Whiskers Sonata, which is also kind of
Whiskers
fun.
Sonata
that's
would
a
be-
good. So what we ended up doing is taking the porn name and trying to turn it into a wrestler name, and come up with our finishing move. So if you were called
Whiskers
Sonata, what would be your finishing move?
What?
Your finishing
finishing
move.
move.
Like, most wrestlers have a finishing move, or they like
Like a pile driver or
yeah,
something
like
like that.
TNT
the
and all these other,
tombstone.
yeah.
like
I
the.
was just hanging out with a bunch of wrestlers this weekend.
Oh,
really?
really?
You know, what is it Mr. Awesome or Mr.
Mr. Awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Hung out with him, and then there was like a couple other dudes. It was like this wrestling. A friend of mine shot 5 episodes of a comedy wrestling thing. It was kind of, it's a really great idea, but it was quality-wise, it wasn't executed that well. But so he had me come in and do 2 episodes where I just kind of talked about it. And Mr. Awesome was in one of them, and then I was in there with this amazing these twins. They're the
Twins of pleasure.
yeah. The whole thing was really cool, but it's funny you're talking about wrestling. So my move, I'm supposed to pick my move because I'm not that knowledgeable about wrestling. Is it another street name or something?
No. We just were coming up. Like my name is Kirby Love. Yeah, and I wear Pampers diapers.
Lived on a street named Love?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had a cat named Kirby and lived on Love Street. Yeah, and
And he would be wearing diapers.
no love diapers.
Yeah,
love
diapers, yeah.
And my finishing move would be the turd buckle, where I would jump off the turd buckle and rip my diaper off and smash it into his face. That would be my finishing
After you
move.
defecate in it.
After I defecate in it, yeah, I gotta defecate it.
Well,
Okay,
not
so-
legally, but
Hold on. What?
Oh, my finishing move would be like have sandpaper whiskers and rub my
hey,
face.
there you go.
There
It'd be
you
like
go.
it would be like the tongue of the kitty
Oh,
licking. Yes, it would be the cat
She
scratch.
could do like an all-body
Cat
spray.
scratch feet.
That's my move.
There you go. There you
Cat scratch feet.
go. Whiskers Sonata. And when she
crack-
gives you the cat scratch fever,
Isn't that a car?
Sonata is like musical.
Sonata is
It's a car. Yeah,
there's a
I have
yeah.
I have a Sonata.
And when she rubs up
mean, a
against
car.
you, it's like music to your ears.
When she purrs, you watch out. Her claws will come out.
That's
you
awesome.
go.
I'm glad we worked that.
The dumb
in.
shit we talk about.
You see what you get yourself into when you join the circle jerk of a conversation.
Great. I had never heard the porn thing. I mean, I know there's a couple different ways of doing that, but
Yeah, there's a ton of them. There was another like a Jedi name where you take like your first.
Somebody's knocking.
Oh, my phone. My wife's texting me. Anyway,
She wants your whiskers on her Sonata.
yeah. Anyway, I'm lost.
for your Kirby love.
Yeah, Kirby Love. Yeah, vacuum cleaners and love.
Yeah, we were like tag team partners. We were like the Baker brothers. I think what was your name? Like
Bobo
Bobo Baker, and mine was Dinky Cook. And I'd be like a French cook. I'd go wee wee ho ho underneath the guy's taint, putting like shrinky dinks on there. And I don't know what he would do. He'd make a muffin.
I have to make 13 of them. Make
No,
a
Hey,
we
we
just
dozen.
Big
That's
makes
what
a
it is.
dozen.
You
Yeah.
hit them 13 times. and
13
they go down.
times right in the taint. Yeah. And yours kind of fell off the fucking
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
It was like on that Titanic. Didn't have a lifeboat.
Ice has never been on a street.
I was on
On the
Brickyard.
corner of a street, maybe.
Yeah, with a light.
I noticed the is that a hookah in the middle of your
Yes.
table?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yeah, we just finished it actually.
Did you smoke hookah tobacco on it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sisha. Yeah,
She's thinking we're all high right
No,
now.
no.
Which
No, it's
probably wouldn't be
actually-
the first time she's been around that.
I'm just curious how, like, if you're smoking weed in Wisconsin, that's going to be okay.
That's the stuff.
No,
that
it's
we-
basically like a just flavored tobacco. It's almost like a consistency of like
It's a combination of
I think
it's
she
got a
knows what it
molasses and that
syrup or
stuff in
something.
it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like strawberry tobacco or whatever.
Right, right.
The stuff
yeah.
we were smoking was a mojito, Cuban mojito.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's real smooth. No, that wasn't too harsh of a flavor. It didn't kill your lungs or anything like that. It was just nice and smooth and constant.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever tried marijuana in it yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Well, I said yet.
Yeah.
I haven't.
We're thinking about taking a road trip to Colorado so we can try it.
Why? I got brownies in my refrigerator.
We can get a Rocky. We can get a Rocky Mountain High. Right?
Get a Rocky Mountain High. Right?
Be a
George
silver
Carlin.
bullet.
We are not going in a small little like 4-seater plane either when we're getting Rocky Mountain
No.
High. We don't want to John Denver it.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of death in this show today. Talking about dead wrestling. Yeah, very, very coincidental. A lot of dead wrestlers in the show today.
Yeah, we went through a top 10 of like wrestlers, but there was only like a couple in there that we've even heard of.
Yeah, out of 10 of them, I think I only knew 2. One
Bam
of them was a
Bam
female.
Bigelow was one of them.
Well, she wasn't even a wrestler though. She just was a manager.
She was part of a yeah.
Well, she was like a team, and then she became his manager. What was her name? Miss Elizabeth?
Miss
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, yeah. She was smoking hot, too, back then.
She was.
You know, being in the late 80s, early 90s. I mean,
I bet you if you dig her up right now, her breast would still be there. They do silicone
Not
implants back then?
necessarily. I don't know if she. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know if she was or not.
Well, she was endowed.
do you
pretty good.
imagine? Can you imagine, like, 200 to 2,000 years from now, archaeologists
Yeah.
pulling out fucking...
There's saline bags in there, yeah. Yep. She's a fake one.
What was that?
It's like that monk.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
Like they would cut themselves open and insert these bags of silicone in their bodies.
Yeah, they were called fun bags.
With different sort of behavior.
Nice. The fun bag expedition.
Speaking of the dog, though, I saw Hoochie Mama was there behind you. I saw him dragging a blanket. Is
Hey,
he?
with a ball.
Yeah.
Did she drag that puppy dog in with her?
Yeah, there was a blanket to your right, and it dragged it all the way to the hallway to the left.
She did.
Yeah. I was watching it, their video. I was laughing. I'm like, that must be her own personal blanket.
Oh, she must have pulled her bed. Yeah, well, she's a real bitch.
Hoochie Mama.
That's Hoochie Mama for you.
She's pushing one of my kids' stuffed animals around. I think she wants to hump it.
Have you ever had an animal hump a doll like that or a teddy bear? Have you ever had that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
fucking
seen it.
awesome.
That she just like gets on top of it and just grinds
Oh
it.
my God! You've got what is that? A little? It's not a Pomeranian. What is that?
It's a
Yorkie.
teacup
Shit,
Yorkie.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Teacup
One
Yorkie.
day we were sitting in Irv's living room one day, and this Yorkie was going to town on one of his stuffed animals. I swear to God, if this
All right.
that's awesome.
Come on,
Is that
Hoochie
a-
Mama.
Is that
Come
a
on.
pound puppy?
Get
Pound it.
behind it. Get behind it.
Actually, this is one that she's never messed with. She has just her teddy bear that she likes to go after. But this is good because she's feeling better. She felt, I got her on, she's old, so she hasn't wanted to hump anything for a long time, but she started some good drugs recently and she feels way better.
Oh, yeah, she's hallucinating.
She's a little frisky.
Snoopy. Snoop Dogg and Dog. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name of my other dog.
Turn it so you guys get a better view of her. There you go.
Another
There's Hoochie.
bestiality.
Hoochie Mama.
Smile.
It's called
Hoochie.
interspecies erotica.
Yeah, there we
fucker.
go. There we go. Hi, Hoochie Mama. You gonna get busy? Yeah.
You want a commentary of this?
Yeah, right.
It almost looks the same color.
All the talk of geriatric sex.
Maybe we wait long enough, there'll be a third Ted movie coming up.
We should do a parody of that. It's fucking a dog talks to a stuffed animal. I wish you were alive.
Yeah.
I wish you were my friend.
Plus, you could eat out more than stuffing. That's funny, though.
Well, last
She
time.
pretty much, she thinks I'm her human. Like, she's not like she's.
She
I
owns
belong
you,
to her.
huh?
She's okay.
There she goes.
You see that?
Yeah, last time she was on, Hoochie Mama was on, and ate a chicken bone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I tried to reach out of her throat.
Yeah.
That was.
that was kind of a scary situation.
I shouldn't let her chew on that though. That's gonna piss August off.
What's all this sticky stuff on my pet? My stuff.
So wet.
Not at all.
That's not a toy I think I can wash very easily. There you go, Mama. Go after that one. There you go. There she goes. See, there's one she.
I'm surprised she's not going after the great white down there.
I know, right? This one looks like another. This one's an English bulldog stuffed toy, so she's kind of it's like her. She's banging herself, which isn't that everyone's fantasy?
You sure you don't? That dog doesn't have a strap on, I hope.
It'd be funny if she pulled out her cell phone, did a selfie.
Yeah.
Used her strap on as a selfie stick.
Yeah, just getting busy down here Friday night. Right on the.
Showing all the other puppy friends.
This is the computer in the kids' room, and the kids are in my room watching Inspector Gadget.
Ooh.
So that's how I got the break to call you guys. It's such a hard time schedule. I'm so sorry. It's all like the time zones and the scheduling. It's always tricky.
Yeah,
but-
it's okay.
don't
A lot of it,
apologize
I think
to
a lot of
us.
it isn't on our end because of all of our work schedules. I mean, I work at night, so
I work during the day.
Yeah,
he
and so
works
does
kind of day
whenever.
and night.
Well, whenever they decide they want me to crawl up a spray ball, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of worked out for the best last week because we had 2 podcasts planned, and then we had a cookout as well.
yeah.
And I don't think all that would have worked in one day.
No, we had
way.
way too much going on,
Yeah.
and it just shit that wasn't going to work. And
Well, how'd your vacation go? You guys went swimming, I think I heard. You guys were planning on, or am I mistaken?
Well, I went to for a couple weeks. I had a little vacation. We didn't do much vacation this summer, but I've had the kids like in camps, and so it's been a really fun summer. I've learned a lot about who they are as individuals, like what they're into. It's really been fun. But yeah, no, we didn't really get our big vacation. We were going to go on a cruise this summer, and that didn't happen. I mean, I'm telling you, we had a really tumultuous summer.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of like things that happened, but I think in the end, it's all really good. Like, hopefully, in the end, everybody feels healthier for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where But yeah.
Yeah, you guys have to have your own like me time, basically. I mean, you can't just be out there work all the time. I mean, it's nice, but you need some time.
Well, he just went he's been here all week, and then he went to Vegas this weekend, and I would have gone with him if I could have gotten a sitter, but he just went for 2 nights. A friend of ours' birthday party. He'll be back on Sunday, and then we're here together for a couple nights, and then I go to Chicago, and I come back, and then we're together for like 2 more weeks, and then he goes on the road a little bit. So, we're making it work, and having our good time. Good times.
yeah, it's all about the good times, right? Even when the things are shit, you got to make it good out of it. That's a fun part.
Everything's so good. That's the thing. That's the crazy part. Is we have such a good life. Like we never ever thought we'd be successful. We never ever thought we'd have kids. We never thought we'd have a humping English bulldog.
Right.
Which
You
is the
have
best.
this many blessings in life. You have to rejoice. So
Exactly.
Yeah, you can mark a lot of that stuff off the bucket list now. You guys got a lot of it done.
The number 2 on the list, humping bulldog.
So what day are we heading down and
Saturday.
To Schaumburg?
Saturday.
hey, are you guys
Chicago?
gonna come for real? Text me and let me know what show you
I
guys.
think so.
It would be
what,
Saturday. Saturday would be the best day.
Because Friday is actually my wife and I's 32nd wedding anniversary. It's Friday.
There could be like a late celebration.
32 years of
32
happiness.
years.
huh?
Wow,
Of bliss.
Of bliss.
nice.
Well, I mean, Saturday is good for me. I mean, I'd have to
Oh,
try
we
to
could
get
go
another
Saturday.
day off. I could
What
try to
day?
get Friday
What
off.
time do you take center stage on Saturday?
Yeah, what time would that be?
There's 2 shows, and I can't tell you right now. I can look. Hold on,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
look.
That's
While we're talking.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be awesome to drive down there. I mean, do we want to do like a couples thing, or is it just the 3 of us, 4 of us? What do we want?
I don't know. I have to ask my wife.
Ask your
See
wife.
what she's not gonna, because right now she
With
just
her knee
can't
surgery?
sit with sit that long with her knee surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. I mean, that shit's a bitch, man. It took me 6 months before I could
I mean,
run.
she's walking around with no cane or nothing now. I mean,
she's doing good.
doing really well.
Which
but
is what she needs to do. You just got to keep moving. Did they tell her to start riding bikes and stuff like that? or-
that's what she's doing.
Yeah,
Good,
that's
good.
We've got a stationary bike there at the house.
That's
I agree. It's the shits.
Yeah.
I never had it done, but I had the runs.
But yeah, for sitting in a car for her for a long time.
Yeah, I'm on the Chicago website, so I can tell you.
I think
Okay.
I'm going to stop the broadcast. And if you guys, our listeners, want to hear more of the show, just make sure you download and listen next week, Wednesday. We'll have it posted up.
So-
I know there'll be a little bit of extra Lana Turner here. So I'm just getting rid of the Google Hangout broadcast. So we're going to stop the YouTube stuff and just be all of our attention on you.
All right.
Is that all right?
Really,
We're going to keep recording. Don't worry. All right. Bye, everyone.
So bye, viewers.
Bye. Wednesday, listen to more. It'll bring you on.